your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What I feel inside, I know is right. What I can and I hide might steal my life. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. You fell. to be free. Far from what I was meant to be. No holding back, I've made up my mind. Seeing what's next, I'm not sure at all time. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I've nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. I'm on a high now. You can't bring me down. I'm on a high now. You can't bring me down.
Wow, cool.
Oh, that's new. That's cool. It's buggy as hell. Oh no, there you go. You're cool. Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on? Why is it cutting me off?
Yeah.
It works! No, it didn't work.
Hello. Live on. Live on.
Shankar, you didn't mute us on stream. You can hear us on stream.
Hello? Yeah, nice.
Go on myself. I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents
I think, as you said, 15 teams in today's tournament, 6 of which will go into tomorrow's tournament. And then tomorrow's tournament, there's 6 teams that came from the previous Community Cup number 5. The top seeded teams from that get an automatic qualification into the tournament tomorrow. And so then we have full 12 teams tomorrow as well. Today is single elimination. Tomorrow is double elimination. We're using Smash for all the brackets and such. So yeah, I mean it's a very different format to what we've had before on Rocket League India, but should be exciting.
Definitely. I can't wait to see what we have to, or what we're going to see today. Sorry, I'm a bit busy with social media right now.
Yep. Well, I can go briefly through the teams and who we're expecting to see coming up. I think we've already got the which games we're going to be going through. The first game today is going to be between Gamer Instincts and Synergy. And if we look at who is in those teams, some of these will be names that we recognize, some of them just won't be. And do we recognize anyone from this lobby? No, these are 2 entirely new teams, never before seen in the Rocket League India scene. So that's going to be interesting. It's fun seeing all the little Indian flags next to each of the names.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so I've done the social media stuff. Let's get into the tourney. Let's see who's already here. I see a couple of new faces. Vishnuelo, hello. Lakshayag4 is also here. Jay Bajaj.
Apologies for our pronunciation.
Yeah, we still
we have this every time. We should probably actually practice behind the scenes a little bit, get some help.
Yeah, I think. But like every time there are new names, so it's a bit different.
That's true. Yeah,
but we're getting the hang, I think, even more and more.
Absolutely.
Dopamine Diaries is there. I do remember this name. Hey man, welcome back.
Yep, that's recognizable.
Also, Rexzilla Monster, welcome back. My boy Deoxys is here as well. Hey. How you doing, man? Great to see all guys in the Twitch chat participating. This great community qualifier. We have some organizational issues right now. Getting Shanka in here as well. Our today's streamer. Much love for him to help you guys out.
Yep.
And yeah, in case you didn't notice, we have a couple of new commands in here as well. So you might want to.
Yeah, there's casters bracket. It's bracket, not brackets.
So if you go !donor in the chat, you will see. Oh, donors? Is it donors?
I think let's just figure out the funding going into this.
Yeah, let me let me just check real quick. This is a great start, though. I love it.
All right, so we've got a top Community Cup 6 donators list, which is currently on the stream so far. So Guacamole taking. Interesting. They haven't done it by how many keys. So Guacamole apparently top spot despite donating less keys in the second spot. Not sure how that works, but
that's admin abuse on its finest. Wow.
But yeah, do contact Guacamole if you're interested in funding, because of course all of this is done through your donations. For a while we did have a sponsor, unfortunately that fell through, but this one is entirely crowdfunded. So
yeah.
If you guys
also,
then do donate.
Exactly. Also, normally I see a couple of people complaining about the quality options, and I don't know why we don't have them. I mean, we're Twitch affiliates, so there should be a quality option anytime soon, hopefully. So I'm pretty sure guys in Rocket League India are figuring out and contacting Twitch about that, but should be resolved just in a moment. But I think we have a couple of players already in.
Yeah, we have
Cupcakes, Cruzian, and Mindkiller from GI. But we're also missing Synergy here.
Yeah. Apparently, one of the team members on Synergy has some issues trying to get into the game. So we've got that to contend with. Hopefully, it won't take him too long. And hopefully, it's not one of those cross-play issues as that has plagued us before in the past. But
Yeah. Sometimes the servers are really unreliable, but I think I don't tell you a new story. So if we get into the brackets, we can talk a bit about, let me see, Synergy, I guess. Synergy contains of Shurian98, Axel Grease, and Rohan Bazinga, which are entirely new to me.
Yep.
All
these players.
all these players are new.
These are
to us.
fresh meat to the League India scene.
But it's great to see that you have even more teams participating over time. I mean, if you compare Community Cup number 3 to now and qualify to Community Cup number 6, it's great to see that there are always new teams, always new players that are showing their potential. So I'm quite excited to see what.
Well, yeah, Community Cup number 3 only had 13 teams.
Yeah, now we have 15 in a qualifier leading up to an even bigger event. So that's just crazy to me. Oh, I see Abe is here as well. I see Popo in here as well. My almighty Popo. Kushal Naidu, welcome to the stream as well. As to Tefern, I guess. And also Ramul is in here.
Of course.
Ramela.
Couldn't go without our Rahul.
No. Rahul is a dead meme. It's now Ramul, Ramela, something like that.
Yeah, I am interested to see which of the attendees, because I mean the top 6 teams for tomorrow that came from the previous tournament, the Community Cup number 5. Not all of those top teams stayed with at least 2 of their members out of the 3. So we do have some players from these top teams just loose in amongst these other teams, which we're going to see today. I'm just interested to see which names do we recognize amongst the players in this tournament we're seeing today.
That is definitely true. And I'm sorry for Vishnuilo, that we don't have quality options for him yet, but that should be resolved hopefully fairly soon, because that was one of the reasons why we went over to Twitch instead of YouTube. So anyway.
I'm seeing a few familiar names. Not too many. We got Pika and Lulu, Poshy. They're playing for Grand Flame. They're currently playing their round 1 match right now.
Obviously, I'm biased.
Mansomniac, Mr. Zipster, playing for TYLT, Tilt. Very nice. And Cinnamel returned again, actually on a starting roster. In this time, which is nice.
Yeah, X-Tactics is a team name that I recognize as well. But the players, or maybe I don't. I don't know. So many new teams.
Yep. Most of them are new today, from the looks of things.
Okay, I see. Cool.
Awesome.
So yeah. Anyway, looks like we're still waiting for Synergy to come up. Please don't be like the Division 6 tourney where we wanted to stream the first round and then it got disqualified.
One of the teams didn't show up. We chose a game, they knew which game, and nobody turned up. Well, one of the teams turned up, the other didn't. Bit of a mismatch at the beginning. But from the sound of things, they're actually trying to get people in, so hopefully we won't have to wait too long. I mean, we can talk about previous tournaments and what led us here. Because I mean, last tournament was a bit of an upset going into what will be tomorrow's tournament.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, it's just obviously I closed the Doodle Gok, such as Doodle Gok.
Doodle Gok.
The Doodle Gok.
Nice.
So yeah, if I remember correctly, we had. Oh, maybe you started it. You might want to talk about it briefly.
It was Kakalukia until last tournament. Number 3, number 4, the in-between Nova Play tournament we had, they were all Team Kakalukia. They won every single time. They seemed to always go into the loser's bracket, but they always came back. And then suddenly, last tournament, a team that formed like a week or 2 before the number 5 began went on to beat them in the finals. Or was that?
Yeah.
No, they came third or fourth, didn't they?
No, they didn't get
quite a lot
into
further.
finals.
Yeah, they.
So
were facing
Kakalukia was,
two-faced.
Kakalukia was facing Two-Face Gaming, which was like an all-time classics, normally in the finals,
Yep.
or like somewhere around. Definitely not in the losers bracket, because
No.
they got beaten by Cool Kids, I guess. No, they got beaten by Liquidy actually in round 4, 2-1 for Liquidy there, with 2-1 in the first game, 3-1 for Two-Face Gaming the second, and the third one was a 4-2 for Liquidy. So definitely a strong win on the side of Liquidy.
Yeah, Liquidy came third overall in the end. In that
And also Kakalukia was bound to be in the losers bracket just after round 2, because they faced Cool Kids, the winners of the Community Cup number 5 in the second round, and got beaten 2-0 in terms of series score, with a 1-0 and 4-3 win. So that was definitely an interesting tourney. Was quite interesting on both sides, like the winners bracket and the losers bracket. But we had some new. I think PS4 Legendaries was also a really good team that had left me with a good impression. So I'm not sure if we're gonna see them or not. But yeah, also Blackout was also a team that made it quite far.
Yeah, that
So
was a
in
bit of a dark horse.
overall, really good teams, lots of upsets. So I hope we can continue that in the Community Cup number 6.
Yep. As we're seeing on the screen, there's a couple of disqualifications already. Unfortunately, teams not showing up. But I think, was that what I just saw? I think all of the members have just joined in, and I think we
Yes.
are ready, pretty much, to go straight away. I'm waiting for a little while now for this game. I don't know about you, but I think the viewers will also be ready for this.
Yeah,
Kicking
let's
off-
just jump into it. The first match of the qualifiers. So I can't wait. Yeah, so moderator, give them the go. We're ready to pop off. Also the players, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, as said, these players are completely unknown to us. It'll be interesting to see what they will do in this kind of setting. Because I mean, it is a tournament after all. There's going to be some nerves. It is only best of 3, and it is single elimination. So
yeah, every game counts.
Yeah, pressured from the get go, really. Let me just see how these players handle that.
All right, it looks like teams are joining in. I already see Mindkiller with a really bad ping. Oh, and he just left, so the game starts anyway.
Yep, hopefully they join back in quick enough. Come on, guys.
That is a bit awkward, as usual, but doesn't really. Yeah, there we go. We see nobody going for the kickoff, and Crucian is now joining in. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, game's already started. Looks like anybody? Does anybody want to go for a kickoff? This is such a. So do they want to restart or what? I don't get it. Is the game now going?
No, I think we are going to have to restart. This is no way to start the match.
Nah, this is garbage. All right. So I think we'll just recreate the lobby real quick. Hopefully they'll find a server that fits all of the players soon. So if the moderator could come in and tell them that we should probably restart, because I'm not going to start a game like that.
Nope, we're reaching out to the moderators. They should not have been joining the teams when they did.
All right.
Oh, casually Flame joins the team.
Yeah, I'm just telling them to restart real quick, because this is not how we. This is not how we do it. Okay, so after all the introduction hype, this is obviously a bit of a bad start here. Anyway.
Yep, looks like we've already got the details for the next lobby. Hopefully. I mean, we know now that the teams are able to join it. So that's a plus. It should mean that as soon as we can circulate that information out, the team should be straight back in for this first match, which it's always sad when we get a false start because it's all just raring to go and it all kind of just floats away, drifts off somewhere, never to return.
Oh, that's true.
Yep, here we go. Nice, we're already into the new lobby. That's great.
just waiting for the teams really quick. And I'm using the time to get rid of my pullover because it gets a bit warm in here, so we're back.
Oh yeah. The warmth from the vast shouting and hype. Anyway, guys in the chat, how are you guys all doing? We mentioned a few guys earlier. I think most of them are still around. It's great to see 21 of you around live and watching. Maybe more by now. It's great to see. As I said, I don't think we've even mentioned myself and Flame are both from Division 6. It's the community that we're both very involved with and slowly building
It's
up.
basically our community. Like we
Yeah.
founded it,
and
and
a
now
bunch of friends.
yeah, it's not like a tournament organization or something like that. It's not like a national organization at Rocket League India. It's just a place where friends and friendly people can come, have a good time, have some bands, and hopefully do some stuff like tourneys and other community streams together. But anyway, so then enough about us. We should like get them going, hopefully. So who's moderator? I'm not sure.
Yep, I believe Guacamole is our moderator for this game. He was in the voice channel, now he's back. Yes, we can get the teams going. We've waited long enough, I think. We can start this off.
All right, so hopefully we'll have a normal start now in the first game. Teams should be joining in any moment, but that leaves me time to open the Twitch
There
chat.
we go.
The Twitch chat real quick.
Aim at Instincts versus Synergy. One guy's joined. Where's the rest of them? Oh, there you go. One more. All the GI's in. One guy with 428 ping. That's not a good start.
That is not a good server for him. He had like 200 ping the last time, so I'm not sure.
And everyone in. Yes. Thank goodness. So here we go. The first match streamed today of Rocket League India Community Cup number 6. And already we see Game of Instincts on the attack. Ooh, that's an interesting match. Cupkids? Cupkids, Mindkiller, and Cruzian versus Rohan, Hercules, and Shuya. That should do.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a slow start on both sides. I thought Game of Instincts was pressuring right away, but they give Synergy quite a lot of time.
Yep.
Good shot there from Cupkids, but not on target. I think defense on the side of Synergy was already back for that and prepared. And now we see the counter-attack from Synergy here, and the first shot from Synergy on the goal is going in anyway, so good stuff from Synergy, and it wasn't quite expected there. But Hercules was there after an amazing pass from Rohan, and the defense from Gamer Instincts looked like all over the place there. Not sure what was going on.
Yep, that was unfortunate. I mean, we've also got some ping issues. Mindkiller is complaining of ping. We probably need to tell them that we're not going to be remaking once again. We can change it after this match perhaps, but not right now. But anyway, regarding the goal, it was interesting how Hercules was just kind of following up behind. Is that going to be in?
Oh, that should be in. 3 shots from Gamer Instincts of missing the open net, basically, because none of the players from Synergy were contesting that one. But I'm sorry for Mindkiller. We'll probably create a new lobby in between games, but not right now. So, fortunate for him. Shouldn't be too bad anyway. I mean, 400 ping is probably quite bad. Anyway.
Oh, we know what 400 ping is like from playing with these guys in casuals. It's the ball
doable.
kind of, you think it's going one way, then it's suddenly going another, like a second later, it feels like. But I'm sure we'll get reasonable performance from these teams regardless of the ping they have. They're kind of used to it, some of them at least. But there we are. 2 minutes in almost now. Still only 1-0, some double commits going from both sides. I'm not entirely sure what they're playing at. Hercules going to take it up the side. That's just going to loop around the center. Hercules not quite reading it correctly. Cupca's there with the deflection out to the side. I'm sure can take his center. Cruzian there to the opposite side. Tussle in the corner. Cruzian and Hercules having a little smooch in the corner. Mindkiller just has to tap it middle, but sure he gets a decent 50-50 against him. Gonna take it up middle. No one really there, but he doesn't really have to. That's gonna be. Is that no goal? What? Not quite Cruzian, lucky man. That
was a dreadful clear there. Like, he He wasn't even forced to do that touch, but
Nope.
somehow it worked out for him just fine. They still have to score 1 goal though. But overall, I would say Synergy looks really good on offense, but in defense they seem to struggle a lot. Like they know how to shoot on goal, had a couple of good attempts, I would say. But yeah, not a lot of passing plays going on both sides. Just a lot of cruising again with a really weird touch. I just wanted to say a lot of just hitting the ball towards the opponent's side, and then you get those really awkward touches.
There's been a couple of almost own goal kind of touches coming up.
Yeah, they were quite bad.
Yes, yeah, you're not going to win a game like that, sir.
No, definitely not. That is a true statement.
Yep. I mean, we're seeing both teams kind of grouping up together. Sometimes we're seeing them very close together, like just a moment ago there on the defense side of Synergy. Sometimes you see them, 2 of them way back in the net and only 1 of them upfield. There's no real coordination between the team members of both these teams, really. I mean, look how close together GI are there. Not good. They're not going to get the width needed to get it past the defense when you're that far out. But Cupcares capitalizing on a terrible touch from Hercules, just tapping his center. Neither Hercules nor who was that? Shoya knew what to do with it.
Yeah, that is probably not how you want to clear a ball.
No.
That was the perfect pass for Cupcas, and that threw off the entire defense from Synergy as well, because they were not expecting that at all. We're also already going for moving up the field for boost to get the counter-attack going. But there we go, 55 seconds to go, equalizer.
Whoa.
So it's basically a fresh game right now. Close shot there for Crucian. This time on the opponent's side as well. This time we figured out where to put the ball.
You know, again, this game is so far filled with bumps and of grouping up, double commits, left, right, and center, both on offense and in defense of both of these teams. I think if one of these teams really realizes that that's something that they need to work on, they're going to get another hand. Because otherwise, they're fairly equal. Scoring actually reflecting it. Neither
Yeah, sorry.
Neither really feeling too comfortable in the air either.
Yeah, I
Very
mean,
grounded.
in 3v3, I think positioning is not as punished, or bad positioning is not as punished as in 2s, but it's still quite bad, and they have to go up for it. Cupcas is coming in, Mindkiller has an opportunity now, but Shuria comes from the side, helping out his teammate, and that would surely just drop down, does it? Do they keep it up? No, they take it into overtime. And the first game, 1-1 and straight to overtime. So, quite interesting to see.
Yep, it'll be interesting going into future games as to how much the ping is affecting Mindkiller. Hopefully we can get a server which works for him.
Oh, apparently it
Even
doesn't affect him at all! Mindkiller with a great read there. And he's there when it counts, setting up himself from the corner. Perfect read, and that was such a strong shot. Shuria not respecting the angle. Mindkiller just puts it in the top left corner, bottom left corner. So, good on you guys. Like, such a slow game, and then we have an explosive overtime of just a couple of seconds. So yeah, might want to talk about a server remake. I'm not sure. Do we? Or do we get into another server anyway?
Next match just changed server.
Alright, so we
our
stay on the
moderator has
server.
made the call, so it's apparently an ISP issue for Mindkiller in particular. I mean, everyone else seems to have pretty good ping, so I'm willing to agree with that. But hey,
Yeah,
he
but
did well.
Mindkiller
He
had-
finished top of his team, so
Yeah, he's done all right, but he's having like 200 ping on the other server. So I'm not sure. Anyway, he readied up, so he agreed on playing. Anyway, so let's get back into the game. There's not much to talk about, I would say. Just so many mistakes on both sides, double commits, not really positioning well, missing clears, missing shots, just touching the ball, not really putting it somewhere. But that might be a mechanical issue and nothing that can be fixed within the time span of this match. So probably just need to look forward and hope that they figure out the team play, which is obviously a big factor of 3v3.
well, yeah, that is the main factor. I mean, it looks like they're playing a solo standard game right now. It looks like this is a sort of mid-tier solo standard game where none of them are really respecting each other too much. They're always shadowing each other, not giving each other space or giving too much space, but not the nice middle ground that you're meant to find as a team.
Ooh, yeah, double commit even on the kickoff there. Not quite sure. I mean, one of the big things that gets talked about by what is the word? Analysts.
That's the
Pro
one.
analysts and pro players a lot is that you should have faith in your teammate. But if you keep missing like the whole defense on Synergy is doing right there, it's quite hard to trust your teammates.
Yeah, sure. Looking at the wall, not going up. Hercules spinning around.
Shuria was hitting Hercules right there as well. Like Hercules could have gotten a shot onto saving that one, but he got blocked by his own teammate.
I think it was well past the point of being able to be saved at that stage, but I mean, this team definitely having issues.
Oh,
shot from Cupkez. I was not expecting that whatsoever. So Churia takes it up, pings up into the corner. Cupkez going practically onto the roof. What an angle!
That was a great shot.
Whew.
I mean,
that's going to be second goal for Gamer Instincts.
100 kilometers per hour downwards as well is so hard to read and to react to it. Yeah, from the corner. Yeah. Like, you definitely didn't expect that shot at all, giving the performance from Gamer Instincts first game. But now they're up 2 goals, and we're only 3 goals, in fact. And we were only 38 seconds into the game, so Gamer Instincts is taking this game away so far.
Oh, Hercules. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of touch Hercules could have gotten if that had been on there. But well done for a Mind Killer, just to seize the opportunity. He knew that it was going to be awkward for Hercules, so he just kept on waiting, kept on shadowing it, making sure that he was there for the little extra touch. Although Gamer Instincts certainly seem to be waking up now in this game too. As you say, it's about nearly a minute gone at this point, and the ball has barely been in their half.
That is true. Looks like they're continuing to rank up. Rohan doesn't get the best touch into it, and he cannot follow it up as well. And Crucian just with the 4th goal. This turns out to be a demolishment for Synergy right now. And we just played 1 minute.
Oh, that was a strange ghost touch for Rohan there. It looked like a mice screen. He hit it. But obviously not quite getting the angle on his car to actually push it anywhere useful. Cruising with a very easy finish. I mean, he landed in the perfect place.
Oh,
and Mind Killer following up his own dribble there, up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, he has shown up. He has shown that he can set up himself. He doesn't even have to touch it. Ron Bazinga is not in a position to save that one. Any touch would have probably gone in anyway. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Synergy is just falling apart right now, and which looked to be quite equal teams in the first game. Now turns out to be quite a difference in terms of skill. So Gamer Instincts definitely has the upper hand here, and still a lot of stuff that they need to figure out. But they look more game than the first.
What a touch! Oh, that's a great defensive hit. Unfortunately, they have no one to actually follow it up. It's just minorly amusing that their team name on the orange team here is Synergy, when that's the exact opposite of what they're pulling off here. Synergy is not double committing on everything. It's passing, it's moving around. Oh, Mind Killer almost judging Crucian to get that ball in the center there. Doesn't quite read it right.
Yeah, I mean, it would be beneficial for the whole team if they just hit those easy touches. Just a touch, like not missing it like they do. Because that turns out to be double commits, and yet again, a high ball from Mind Killer in the midfield, just going in anyway.
And a great pass from Crucian. The vision of Crucian to be able to see Mind Killer off to his side in a better angle to take it forward takes Synergy completely off guard. And again, the biggest thing, Mind Killer, is yet again on the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's definitely... I mean, now he has 296 pings, so it turned out it goes down during the match. Maybe that just shows it's not the server issue total. But yeah, Synergy now a bit on the offense there. They probably kind of given up here. Double commit on the side, but I think it's Hercules going backwards. Should be getting an easy clear there, but Rohan comes in nevertheless, almost making it even more awkward for Hercules to save that one. And that is an open net. Oh, not quite on target.
Cupcake's coming across just in the nick of time. And it's quite messy there in the gaming defensive. They have a shot opportunity here. Crucian jumping and deciding to flip at it. Already quite an awkward stage. And they managed to get it into the corner and up to Cupcake. It's going high. Crucian with a great touch. Not quite soft enough. But again, nobody's taking this out. That's going to be an awkward hit. Hercules just recovering in time in the goal line. But pressure is still on. Mind Killer trying to take it up this right hand side. Cupcares now has a free shot. Again, goes wide.
Yeah, I just want to point out real quick that we see definitely more team play on the side of Gamer Instincts. A lot of small touches, they know where the teammates are, and they definitely try to get it to them if they have a better angle, better opportunity.
Yep.
So good to see that they leveled up during the games we've seen so far. But this one seems to be over fairly soon. 1 minute 23 to go, and I don't think Synergy is coming back. If Hercules scores that one, they might have a shot, but it doesn't look like it. They really need to work on their touches. First touch control is incredibly important, and we haven't seen that one so far yet on the side of Synergy.
No, not at all. It's unfortunate. Maybe they'll be able to look back at this VOD later. I mean, that is all part of this. We give up the time not only to cast the games for the viewers, but hopefully the analysis we give will be useful to some of these teams. If they spend the time looking out for themselves. But we'll see.
I mean, I think they have the right incentive to go for stuff. It just really lacks mechanical skill from time to time.
Yeah,
and positioning as well. Yeah.
Sure, you went up for that, just tapped it center practically. It wasn't to anyone, it was just hitting it. With or without pressure coming from the opposition team, they're just going for the hits. Regardless of where they actually try and hit it to. Which is not good at all. You want to be able to control the pace of the play. You want to be able to decide who's going to hit it and when. Obviously, sometimes the opponents will pull out something.
Oh, that is an opportunity for Rohan right away. But I just want to say that Hercules seems like one of the stronger players, at least in defense. He has been there for some important touches, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
But there we go. Gamer Instincts taking away this game as well. And I don't remember the series score for some reason. Was it? That's 2-0, right? Yeah, there we go. So Gamer Instincts will move on with a stunning performance here. 6-0 versus Synergy. But also GG's to those guys. Thanks for participating a lot. But unfortunately, this is single elimination. So we'll hopefully see you guys in the Twitch chat. Being active, helping the community as much as you can. Even when you just talk and chat or watch it, that is already enough. But anyway, well played. Thanks for participating.
Yep, and that is going to be the end of our first series. That's round 1. We'll have to see what else is happening across the scene. Maybe we can go over and head to the brackets so we can have a good look at those. So Pixelated, Team Rocket got disqualified, so Pixelated went straight through. That is the team of Berry, Pixel Frags, and Killer F. Unfortunately, Team Rocket, we actually recognize some of those names. Zane, Maverick, YK.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We went there, which is pretty much the only team we recognize from the previous tournaments are out by disqualification. It's unfortunate.
And they were also quite a good team, though.
They weren't bad, no.
Correctly. So they definitely had a shot of getting into the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't seen the other teams playing, so it's quite hard to judge. But they're definitely one of the teams that we recognize that have done fairly well in the past. And also, it just came out of nowhere, right? They just appeared in community scrims and somewhat performed very well.
Yeah, no, they seem to synergize pretty well with each other. They definitely came across as a team, and individually they were pretty good. So they were a bit of a surprise coming out of absolutely nowhere to take on some of the sort of mismatched rosters we had during the scrims at times. But yeah, so it's a shame that they aren't here. But Pixelated, they'll go through to face Gamer Instincts, in fact. Meanwhile, let's look at the other scores. We've got Grand Flame with a very impressive trashing of Laletten. Wow, okay. Lalettenma. Lalettenma? That works. 5-0 and 6-1.
Oh,
nasty. Pika, Lulu, and Poshy, and those guys trashing Lalettenma. Unfortunate for them, not going to be in this tournament very long. That means Grand Flame will face up against Cosmic Spectres, was the winner of Cosmic Spectres versus Tilt.
Oh, those were closer games. 5-4 and 3-2. Still a 2-0 for Cosmic Spectres, though. And they contain... Oh, look at that. Cinnamon, Falcon, and Zoom.
Yep.
Names I quite recognized. On the side of Tilt, we had Snaz, Mensomaniac, Noopta, and Mr. Zipster, also names that we've seen in the past. So unfortunately for you guys, you're out in round 1, but still great to see you guys still participating and trying to help this community as much as you can. So kudos to you guys as well.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting one to watch. It's interesting to see where these teams end up going through quarters into the semis. There we go. Bex just got updated. So the next game we're going to watch, I mean, I don't know whether Sadness No Parents. Again, we meet that name once more. Yeah.
That's true.
Why are you laughing, bro? Why?
There's one guy from Sadness, like the team name alone is quite funny, but one of the guys is called How I Met Your Brood Mother.
Wow.
So that's quite funny. Maybe that's just my humor.
I don't know, man. Sadness No Parents. That's just cruel.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
the winner of that match is the one we're waiting for right now, so that we can watch Hold My Beer. In fact, Hold My Beer. Who's in Hold My Beer? Oh God,
Phoebo,
Heba. Those are very well known. Phoebo, of course, being part of Two-Face in last tournament, and they came second. And we know Phoebo is a very talented player. Came up with some nutty hits, I remember.
Nutty. And we also have Jeff and Dub Protagonist, who's a sub, I guess.
Yep, that protagonist showing up as Finnish, or maybe he's an Indian overseas. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe because it takes your current location as your country, but you can also put in your country. So I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I think that they respected the rules, and this guy is probably an Indian overseas. So that's that.
Yep. And there was certain stipulations I remember in the rule set that allowed people from neighboring countries from India even to participate potentially.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, obviously Finland is a neighboring country to India. I mean,
that's a bit
basically the same country. So
they're several thousand miles apart. I'm fairly sure. So.
Oh wait, you attended in geographic class, I guess.
Yeah, I did. And you sort of turned up for English.
Anyway, so I think this should be over anytime soon between Sadness No Parents and the Nutty Titans.
Nutty Titans.
I didn't realize that the other team's name there. But until then, I think we'll have a short break because we're running out of stuff to talk about. So see you guys in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, and also huge thanks to Chacha for his 100 kappas. Is that the currency? And he's also complimenting us. Great shoutcasting, he says. Kudos to Casters, PogChamp. So thank you a lot, mate. Thank you a lot. We're happy to be here. But yeah. Anyway, we're still heading into the break.
Yep.
I think there is a giveaway going as well. So this one will not be the winners will not be announced today. I think the giveaway will even start tomorrow on the main tournament. So make sure you tune in tomorrow and participate in that one. You can win a black market decal. So you should definitely check out the giveaway.
Yep, ! giveaway. That's all through the chat. There's also ! Casters, ! bracket, bunch of commands that you can use to keep in track the same things that you're seeing on screen right now, the brackets and all that jazz, using Smash, which is the first time I was using Smash. So thank you to Smash as well for allowing us to do this on their platform. Yeah. But anyway, we will be back in just a few minutes. We're going to see Hold My Beer, which should be a really good team against whoever's winning, Sadness No Parents and Nutty Titans. So don't go anywhere. And we'll be back shortly. So see you guys.
See you guys.
It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music.
I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song.
All right, looks like we're back from the break. Teams finally figured out who's moving forward and who's not. And as it looks like, it's going to be the Naughty Titans. Naughty.
Hey. The Nutty Titans. I mean, who comes up with names like these? To be fair, they're going to be going up against Hold My Beer.
Hold my beer, the Naughty Titans.
Yeah,
Great.
awesome.
And obviously, we have to cast this game and not something like, I don't know, Grand Flame versus Cosmic Spectres, which sounds a bit better, for example. But no, I don't mind. It's Hold My Beer versus the Naughty Titans.
I
There
mean,
we
we're
go.
not going to pretend that Rocket League India isn't a meme-filled community.
No, not at all. No. It's obviously the first time we've seen those names, right?
Yeah,
Not
I think
like we
Poison was
had-
going to feel right at home here somehow. But for anyone just coming in who have seen the previous tournaments or even haven't seen the previous tournaments that we've had here at Rocket League India, this was a little bit different because previously we had been doing them over 3 different days where we had casted pretty much almost every single game from the winners brackets at least, and sort of mixing a few down into the losers bracket. But this time around, we're doing today being a qualifying round. So most of the top teams from the previous tournament, 6 of them, auto qualifying for tomorrow's event, which is the main event with 12 teams total. The other 6 teams in those slots are from this tournament, and the one today is it's 15 teams. Most of them we haven't heard of. Most of them are much lower ranked teams even than the teams we've had previously, and it's single elimination, so it's much more up in the air as to what happens between these guys today, whereas tomorrow's double. So that's a vague background as to what this tournament's about, what this weekend is about. Thankfully, not 3 days anymore, only 2. It's a bit nice even on us casters once.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, in case you're wondering why we are here today, unfortunately the Indian talent didn't quite make it for today. So normally, or like in the future, it will probably be Sunday. The qualifier will be casted by upcoming Indian talent that me and Grandy are trying to develop somewhat. And on the main event, it will obviously be us because we're gonna take all the prime time away until the point where you can leave it to Indian talent that is good enough to do it. No, just kidding.
Wow. You went there. You just, plowed
Boom.
straight into that. Goodness.
It's my way of motivating people, telling you your shit, do better.
Wow. Dude.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No, to be fair, it's some of the nicest I've ever seen you is with some of the newer casters. That said, unfortunately,
I can be a good guy. Just saying. I can. I'm actually a good guy. All right, let's get back into the stream.
We are waiting on the teams. In fact, both teams. We got Fiber, we've got Jeff, and Nodos. Nodos is in one of the teams. I didn't even notice.
I think Nodos joined 6 times in and left 6 times as well. So
I'm not sure what's going on
maybe
with him.
he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know he's supposed to be in this lobby.
I'm not sure. He might be the protagonist, maybe, or one of the players from Nutty Titans. Just not sure.
I know Nodos, but I don't see him on the match team. So
Yeah, that's. I'm
Yes,
sure.
he has to be here for some reason. Maybe it's Jeff.
one of them.
My name's Jeff. I can't do it.
Yeah,
My name's
my
Jeff.
name is Jeff. Yeah, I have no idea.
Hey, Phoebo's in the chat as well. Hey. Anyway,
Phoebe's
I also
about-
love the casters line. It's like so basic. The casters for today are not like, I don't know, huge thanks to our Lord and Saviors, Grandy and Flamebuster. At least
Goodness,
they
man.
didn't. At least they didn't put it in a capital F. Then I would be
I don't know.
triggered.
You're talking down on the newer casters, now you're proclaiming us as Lord and Savior.
I'm just. I don't know. It's
Get
just
off your
buns.
high horse. sir.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. Let me just step down the horse.
I mean,
bit.
it's
I'm
short and
going.
to the point, right?
Okay.
Short and to the point.
Oh, that was. Whew, and now I'm back.
I'll see
Did you hear me fade out? That was
Oh,
me pretending
maybe.
to get off my horse.
Right.
Okay. All right. Then. Bad. Bad jokes aside.
Mm.
At least you can tell we have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean,
I hope you
while we're
guys as well.
we do still have a team that is meant to be showing up right now, but they're not. Where are they? They could be anywhere.
So they didn't play yet. No, they are in here. Phoebo is in here. Jeff is in here. So Nodos might be who? Heba. So Nodo is Nodos Heba? No.
No. We've seen them practically in the same match before. But it is quite an interesting mystery. I have to
So what is
see.
Nodos doing here? This is I'm suspicious, mate. Not sure what's going on here.
No, he's definitely not.
There are more cases of impersonating somebody. Is that thing again?
I mean, to be fair, the usernames on Smash are not always linked to these names on Steam.
Oh, I see. Nodos is the protagonist from Finland. So apparently he's from Finland. No, he's in Finland.
I think
Whatever.
he's in Finland. Like, we've definitely seen him in previous tournaments and being on reasonable ping with these guys, so he must have been traveling or some such. I'm not sure yet. But,
Protagonist.
as mentioned just in the chat and on stream, got the top donators for the tournament. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to contribute to the prize pool going into this tournament and future tournaments, as it says on the little banner at the bottom there, contact Guacamole for more details. Guacamole, I'm
Guacamole.
sure he's around. He's definitely on Discord. I think he's listed at the very top of the Discord when you go in as one of the administrators.
Yeah,
so-
he's somewhat an important figure on
somewhat.
some webs. He's a bit more important than others.
He's more
Why not?
important than us. That's for sure.
That never happens. You know that.
No, you
All right,
don't-
okay, I should stop.
you
I'm
got foot in the
stopping.
stirrup
I'm just throwing punches around everyone. So next up is you, Grandy. So watch out.
Oh, no, I'm good.
The people know me. That's just buns.
They say
Anyway.
there's every advantage to casting like standing next to each other. I'm perfectly fine sort of sitting behind a PC.
Yeah, and I'm having some. I know I'm not gonna do that stupid ass joke. Whatever.
No.
All right. It looks like Acidia Titan is in here. We know this
Oh,
guy,
good.
right? I know Acidia Titan. This is a
Mhm.
name that rings my bell. And we also have Acidia Titan Jr. in here. So it's a family meetup. Hey.
Boy. Well, that's the guy from the Mighty Titans. He's just at the top of that. Oh yeah, two players both named similarly. That would be fun. Like, I don't think I've actually ever seen that before. I mean, there was that moment in was it Mid-Season Mayhem or some kind of 2v2 tournament where one of the pro players brought his dad along and got his dad to play because the other player couldn't make it.
That was quite funny. Just imagine that. Imagine a father with a son, and then like
Yeah. Well, no, he was
Wait,
just
it's
going
like-
around in circles. Like he did actually score in the end because the opposition let him. But yeah, I mean, it has happened before in the pro.
That's
scene,
funny.
so-
That's funny. I never heard of that.
No, you have to look it up. It's actually quite funny to watch. And he became pretty much an overnight meme, an overnight sensation through Twitter and everywhere
That is great.
as being the Rocket League dad.
Oh no, Elocard is in the Twitch chat. All right, time him out again.
Hide the cookies.
All right,
But yeah.
Lars is
Hopefully-
so white. I use his face as a flashlight when my phone dies.
Wow.
Okay, so that was one good one. Now stop it. We need to focus on the game. Looks like we're missing one player from the Naughty Titans right now. It's Killer Gun Nuts.
Killer Gun Nuts, that's right. I was looking at that, sort of straining my eyes, trying to figure out what exactly. Yeah, Killer Gun Nuts. We'll just call him Killer. And we're gonna have to find a way of, like, I guess Acidia and Junior would have to be the two names of the two. How else are we gonna to separate the two family members? Acidia Junior, or just You would just call him Junior.
Yeah, Junior, I think.
Going all the way back to the what was it?
AT Junior.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
Yeah, so Glassy, I agree. It was getting rather cringy. Anyway.
And he got
13
banned. Goodbye.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Rip.
we are looking forward, hopefully, to this next game. The City Titan coming in and out. We're just waiting on one player from the Nutty Titans. Hopefully
Why is
they're
that always
doing
the case with our games? Are they like...
one dude having problems or issues?
Well, now they keep us waiting. Like, we're on stream, just trying to entertain people who are here, who want to see some good matches. And then we get the games with delays.
The delays, the crashes, the ISP
Servers.
issues. Yeah.
Servers being... I mean, just briefly talking about servers in Asia, it's quite a bad experience. Anyway.
He's in.
Oh, they're just joining.
There we go.
Looks like we're having a game. You just need to complain. It always works.
There we go. Complain. Let's not try to advise everyone just to complain about everything. It doesn't always work. I swear.
Obviously. Go complain about everything. Be offended every time you can. That is my advice for you guys.
Goodness. Never be a parent. Anyway, we're going to start with this game. Homeward Beer versus Nutty Titans. And already we see an explosive kickoff from Homeward Beer. And it's going center already. Reasonable. Fibo, not quite. Fibo. That's Fibo.
Fibo. It's Fibo.
Fibo.
Don't fall
Fibo,
for that.
Not quite getting the shot on. Good attempt. Killer trying to get some blocking going on. Some bumping. Oh, the Homeward Beer team. They get a shot off. Good 50-50 in front of net. Nodo's not quite getting the angle he wanted. But so far, pretty even. It's been down by each other's nets quite a lot, and we're already 30 seconds in.
It is definitely a faster pace. You can already tell. Like both teams seem to be capable of team playing and getting some shots onto net. Nodo is now with a nice try there. With Killer Gun Nuts backwards, really awkward for him to get a touch onto it. At least he got a touch, but leaves Jeff in the corner. He gets bumped away from, I think, one of the Titans there. But turned out it's just fine for the Nutties. Nutty Titans.
No.
How do we pronounce this team? The Nutties? Nutty Titans?
Nutty Titans. We got to go full ham with that one. Can't
okay.
not mention it all. It's incomplete otherwise.
Anyway. Looks like Junior's looking for Gun Nuts here, but gets yet another touch. Unfortunately, he can't get the curve there, which is probably impossible. And now we see Hold My Beer with counterattack. Killer Gun Nuts, not the best touch, straight towards Nodos, but he doesn't expect such a weak touch from him. Doesn't get it on target. Fibano comes in, first shot from him, onto the net, and it is in. 1-0 for Hold My Beer.
Yep. Nodos actually had a terrible attempt to try and get up to this. In the end, the Junior was in the corner getting boost, killing on nuts with a terrible hit off to the side, actually setting up Fibo coming and plant it. I mean, we know this guy from previous tournaments. There's no way he's going to miss those kind of shots.
Yeah, so you should definitely take watch out for him when he goes for walls. Early contests, I think. Don't let him go onto the walls, getting those wall shots, because he loves doing that. So, one of the few things that Nutty Titans can definitely improve. Notice now punching it forward, looking for Jeff, and it's such a tight angle onto the post, and Fibo comes in trying to close out the play, but it doesn't really work. And now we see Acidia Titan looking for his teammate Killer Gun Nuts, but he cannot connect. It's a bit too fast, and Jeff should be able to clear that one. He's trapped between two players from the Nutty Titans, but turns out to be okay. Good demo there from Acidia Titan, but Nodos gets a good clear there.
Yep. That was an awkward position for him, but it was a very much needed clear. In fact, that's going to drop down in front of net. I think that was that Fibo?
That was a pool shot as well. Nodo is just bumped. Yeah, look at that. Fibo getting a good center pass there, and Nodo is just hitting Killer Gun Nuts, who backflipped in front of the net. And that was enough to punch it in. Unfortunately, Nodo doesn't get credit for that goal, besides the pool shot.
Yep. Fibo gets the credit. Second goal of the game. I mean, already, The amount of shots, 4 shots on the side of Hold My Beer, none on the side of Nutty Titans. Although they've managed to get it into the Hold My Beer half, they've not managed to do anything useful with it. Whereas Phoebo and his crew have actually managed to plant a couple of them home. In fact, he's going to send it straight middle again. Lucky there, Phoebo misreading it. Acidia Titan now going to go up against Nodos. Nodos, he's going to read it. Phoebo going backwards, getting intercepted by Junior. Nodos tapping it out, heading towards center. Jeff.
Oh, that's a
Had a
good
shooting opportunity. But didn't get the touch that he wanted.
Ooh,
Nodos.
but Nodos now coming in, unfortunately not hitting it accurately enough. That leaves Acidia Titan Jr. in a really awkward spot, and that is definitely the third goal for Phoebo here. Taking upon himself to rip the defense from Nutty Titans apart.
Yeah, Junior missing it on the wall, and a great touch from Phoebo. Like reading it off that curvature of the wall to tap it over. He'd have gone nuts, I believe he was waiting in the net. Yeah, out-rotated, but swift move from Phoebo, making it 3-0.
That is a good kickoff there for the Nutty Titans, but nobody there to follow it up, giving Phoebo all the time he needs to clear that one wide and clear. Jeff now with a bump there. That was a smart move, but Nodos was not expecting this. Probably not communicating that he's going to hit the defensive player there. But Jeff with a great shot. That is an open net. I'm not quite sure what happened to the defensive rotation, Jeff, from the Nutty Titans, but all 3 players were around the same spot. Acidia Titan Jr. deciding to go for a corner there, leaving the net wide open. Yeah, it wasn't even boost. I'm not sure what he was doing there. He should have just gone to the back post and tried to get the clear onto that shot, which he would definitely would have if he would have just been in the right spot.
Yep. I mean, there's already some worrying patterns developing on the Nutty Titan side. It's not so much the
touch.
Yeah, I mean, not amazing touches going towards the side, but also the fact that whenever they're rotating, they're not rotating quite far enough back into the net.
Oh, that is a goal. All of a sudden we see Acidia Titan getting a long shot there from the midfield, and Jeff, boost over ball, and he gets punished for it right away.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I was just saying about the defensive rotation from Nutty Titans, and then Hold My Beer go and mess it up straight away.
Yeah, Caster's curse.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if suddenly Nutty Titans became amazing at it, maybe, but unfortunate for Jeff. I mean, it's one of those things where, at this level, you've kind of got to be analysing the ball at every possible moment, not going into sort of car camera all too much, in order to be able to figure these things out, whether a player is suddenly going to turn on your head or not, which certainly did there, and Jeff was not prepared in the slightest. Speaking
of Jeff, getting a good clear there into the midfield, looking for his teammate Nodos, but Phoebo is up the wall. We talked about it, but that's not the greatest touch. He even tried to follow it, but he was nowhere near to catch up to that ball. On the other side, we see Acidia Titan Jr. trying to do the same thing off the other side of the wall. Equally success there, but that is a good shot from Nodos, and the Nutty Titans again leaving their net wide open.
Yeah, Acidia Titan went for the boost, which isn't a terrible choice, but he just needs to get that pack a lot quicker. He wasn't even boosting, which shows me that he wasn't really paying attention to where the ball was headed. And that's going to leave 5-1, a 4-goal deficit, with only 30 seconds remaining. I don't see 30 seconds to get back from this somehow.
Yeah, it's definitely what we kind of expected from Hold My Beer here. 2 really good players there. Phoebo being the MVP, I guess, with 3 goals. But they have some flaws in their play as well, and if the Nutty Titans can figure out their defense being a bit more consistent in what they're doing, they have a shot, I feel like. It's not like they're terrible players.
No.
But
anyway,
anyway,
they made a few key mistakes, which Hold My Beer have executed on every single time, practically.
Yeah.
And I think even the mistake from Jeff was quickly noted on their side. And I know these guys are good enough to be able to adapt their play to whatever's coming, so... There we go, 5-1, game 1.
I mean, in terms of analysis, it's just... There's too much to criticize, and it's probably not the best idea to go over all of it. Just hoping that the Nutty Titans can figure out... It's just, getting those touches. Not because, as we mentioned in the previous game, your teammates are relying on you to hit the ball and hit it clear enough and hard enough that it goes somewhere, not those weak, awkward touches that completely throw off any rotation that you had to this point. Yeah. So, but also on the side of Hold My Beer, they had some really weird touches as well. Being all three in the same spot, somewhat getting the ball towards the players in the team. But Naughty Titans should be able to capitalize on that if they just contest a bit earlier.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I'm hoping that these guys, but at least on my bear, I know they've been in teams where they have gone into passing plays, some more organized crime. But I'll have to see whether they can actually put it out in this tournament. In fact, there you go, going straight off for a fake kickoff. No Dose, going to pass it off to Fibo.
Oh,
Can he get another
Fibo!
touch?
Oh, he
Not
can.
quite. He hit it with the bottom of his car, not the top, and it's not going to go anywhere useful. And in fact, that's a miss for Junior. Fortunately, Jeff managed to get it.
Yeah, Hold My Beer is just carrying on the momentum they had from the second game. They're not giving the Naughty Titans, they're not giving Naughty Titans any sort of breathing time. And there we go, Fibo with his 4th goal in the series so far, just putting it on top of his net, and a great flick there in front of the net. Yeah, great control. Top left corner. There's not much to do for the Naughty Titans defense, especially because they were on the left side of the wall, a bit far away from the goal. Not sure what they were doing there. They probably didn't expect such control from Fibo.
Nope, not at all. And it was actually kind of fun looking at the pretty picture that came out as all 3 members of the Naughty Titans were swarming around it, just trying to get to there in time. But nobody was there. No, what are you doing, man? You had a bit of time there. You had every opportunity to clear it.
I just want to take a closer look on Jeff. That was a good touch there, but then he get bumped away from a City Titan. Nodos comes in, finishing the play there. That is quite unfortunate, but what a way to equalize. So maybe that's a bit of a tilt, I guess. Maybe the Naughty Titans can capitalize on that Hold My Beer might be throwing up their momentum.
Ain't nobody gonna score against me except me. Yeah, no, that was a bit of a mistake. I mean, I guess they could either get scored upon in game 1, so it's not quite correct. But Jeff, interesting decision. Killigon Nut's going to try and take full advantage of it. In the end, Jeff comes to cover his tracks. City Junior not expecting his team to get a touch. You need to have some kind of jump. But Fibo is just putting on a massive display in the meanwhile. Keeping the ball in the center. Pass it off to Nodos. Just going to try and get another touch center. That's going to be a shot. Jeff hits it too high. Fibo now with another chance. Taps it down center. Is anyone there to finish it off? No. They're getting cleared out. I mean, at least it shows that they've got just a little bit more defensive ability in this game. They seem to be looking a bit more.
Great pass from Nodos there. I mean, it was a three touch as well. Jeff to Nodos. Nodos getting a brilliant pass there, and Fibo really just has to finish that. City Titan is not quick enough in the air to really get anything onto that. And that is the passing play we like to see, we like to commentate as well and get excited of. Because that was definitely a good play. What a kickoff from Jeff! Oh no, that Killigan Nuts must feel bad after that one. That was too easy.
Yeah, he had loads of time to slide into that ball. I guess he just was expecting all along. But there we go. Jeff must feel kind of amused by that. I know I would be. That's actually a great shot from the Titans. Well, they've left their net completely exposed. Killigan Nuts has to get something on this. He's flying without the net. No! You had time, Killer. You had time.
He was probably distracted by Fibo just flying around that ball. Look at that. He's coming in. He's desperately trying to catch that one. Almost gets a touch. And Killer is just desperately trying to clear that, but not getting anything onto that. And that leaves a really, really awkward goal there for Hold My Beer.
Yep, he had every chance. He was just a bit skittish, wanted to get something on it as soon as possible. I mean, it's always awkward when you're trying to chase that ball back, but get it done better. Now Fibo seems to be AFK. It's Killigan Nuts actually made a good hit center. Jeff, great 50-50. Enabling for the hard, fast clear. Let's get the demo. Jeff gonna try and hit it center. Good defensive interception on the side of Titans. Fibo. Oh, not quite getting the double touch. Jeff's gonna come off, try and finish it. A great hit off his back. Planting it up in the upper end of the center of the goal there.
They definitely have a great 3 players rotation. It's a bit risky, but Nodos was on his way back already, so Jeff was safe to get that hit. Hit it perfectly underneath the crossbar. We see a 4-1 scoreline for Hold My Beer, and if the score continues to be like that, well, unfortunately, we will see Naughty Titans being out of that. And great touchdown from Jeff. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, that was quite the kickoff, really.
Oh, that was
He just comes off quicker. He was higher. 103 kilometers an hour from a kickoff. I mean, I don't.
But that was
too much he could do about that, really.
that was calculated, right? Like, that was
Oh, yeah.
perfect hit off the
Yeah.
ceiling towards his car. But he didn't even have to move there.
No, not at
Anyway.
all. Let it straight on.
Yeah, Holtmobile just continuing to rampage onto the Naughty Titans. Maybe a City Titan gets a
Oh.
shot there, open net, and he's gonna take that one. 5-2 for the Naughty Titans, but it takes a bit more than that to have a potential comeback in this game too.
Oh goodness, Fibo was in his corner, waiting for boost. He was sitting on that corner boost pad, watching the goal and just watching it go on. I mean, I guess he was looking at the scoreline, same scoreline as the previous game, finished on 5-1, and going, well, we've won this. I don't really care too much. I want this boost, man. It's
Yeah.
mine. No one else can have it. My pleasure.
Definition from boost of a ball. Fibo almost passing it to Killagonots with his
Oh.
second post.
Go me.
Nodos now versus Acidia Titan Jr. It is good enough going to the side of the post, and Acidia Titan, his daddy comes in to help him out probably.
Post. Fibo. Oh, hitting it above the goal line. Nodo's taking it away from Jeff. No. Again, a bit of miscommunication there. I mean, at least they're getting some passing plays off and a bit more of a me hit, you hit. We spin round and we'll start again. But that's a great shot.
Oh.
6-2.
Killagonots. Yeah, Killagonots. I mean, he had some quite offensive plays, but in defense he definitely has to work with that. That was I'm not sure why he's tilting his car downwards there. If he would have just kept it up, he would have saved that one easily. But yeah, that leaves them with a 4-goal disadvantage now, and only 1 minute and 30 to play. So I'm not sure if we will see a comeback from the Naughty Titans and taking it into Game 3.
No, if anything, I think Homer Beer with the pressure. I mean, that surprised me. I'd like to know where the defense was on the side of Homer Beer there. I mean, Jeff was back in the corner. Nodos and Fibo were both just over the other side.
Yeah,
Minding their own business.
I mean, that was partially probably Jeff's fault there, because he was going for boost, missed it the first time, had to circle back, and went for the second time, and that was just too late to contest the shot from Acidia Titan. And that might have opened up a small window where they could come back, but not if they don't get a shot and don't get a goal within the next couple of seconds.
Yeah. I mean, the slightly worrying thing is that actually Hold My Beer seems to be doing less and less team play and less coordination as they go along. Like, more double commits coming out, more two people being in the same place all too often. Which is not good. Hopefully they can get past that. I mean, I know they're winning and all, but gotta keep it going. Keep practicing for what will be other teams going forward.
Yeah, and especially if you face them in the actual Community Cup in the main event, you will not have such an easy time like they have right now. So I completely agree with you there. They should take every bit of practice, especially because since I don't know how often they played together and how good of a team they have formed. So it would be interesting to see.
Yep.
That is quite an impressive back pass there from Nose. A risky back pass, someone would say. And Jeff is not ready for that at all. And now we see a 6-4 from Naughty Titans. Look at that touch. Jeff was
nobody
way
can
too
score
far.
against me except me.
Again,
Yet
right?
again from Nodos. Yep.
Second time.
I mean, 2 goals, 13 seconds. It's not unheard of, but still quite unlikely. Hey, fake kickoffs coming out there.
That opens up the goal for Naughty Titans, and Acidia Titan gets yet another one because both teams are going for a fake kick on.
Well, what was Nodos doing? Look, he just stopped.
Oh, he
Completely
was.
stopped from the net. Not sure whether it's controller issues or ping issues. I mean, ping looks alright, so assuming the former out those two.
Or maybe they just want to let them score, make it interesting, you know, because of
8
bans.
seconds to go. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
they're
they
going.
are.
They're going
Wow.
for. No, that was intentional. They're going for
Yeah.
overtime.
Yep, that's actually
So-
slightly unfortunate. That's not very nice. I don't
That
like
is a
that.
bit of a bad sport. So it's always bad to see that in tournaments, especially in our community here in Rocket League India. But
Not much.
yeah, that's
We'll
not
see.
very great. Gonna take it to overtime though. So
Yep, there
they
we
might just want to win. I think off game 3, or maybe they just want to win in overtime. I'm not sure what that was all about.
I don't know. I think they have every opportunity to finish the game. Like, there's nothing crazy that Naughty Titans has been pulling off this game that suggests that they should lose this game for sure. So we'll have to see. And with 20 seconds in, we've actually been not too great. People finally getting some kind of clear. Not very far though. Jeff is going to get the final one. Acidia and Acidia Junior waiting at the back. Jeff is going to get it. Nope. Nodos is. That was actually a nice savior there on his side.
That is true.
Titan's actually getting reasonable amount of pressure on, surprisingly. That's going to go center. Jeff finally going to get it clear with Fibo. And there you go.
I mean, it would be quite funny if we see the Nutty Titans winning this overtime and then taking it to game 3 and win it as well. I mean, that would be... Yeah, that would be great. That would be not even an upset since Hold My Beer was basically inviting them to do that. But so far it looks like Hold My Beer is putting on a huge amount of pressure right now. But they didn't score yet. 1 minute 10 into overtime already. Jeff with not the best touch there, and Killer Go Nuts going for the shot that is going to be in.
Well, we're gonna see a game 3. Despite what we thought throughout the entire of the game. Some bad sportsmanship on the side of Hold My Beer, actually opening it up for a great shot. Means Nutty Titans take it. 7-6.
Yeah, and there is a true possibility now that Hold My Beer might be out of the tournament because they felt like being bad sports. That would be quite a fun story, though. So let's see.
Yeah, we can hope. Yeah, a bit of bounty coming out in the chat. Whew. How are the other games doing? We're literally waiting on this game as well. This quarterfinal is holding up the other rest of it. I mean, it's worth mentioning also that everybody who gets to the quarterfinals, so Team No, Team Grand Flame, Team Gamer Instincts, those 3 are now guaranteed to be in tomorrow's tournament, as is whoever wins this game here. So the losers I'll say goodbye with, of course, it's single elimination. But the winners we'll see tomorrow again, as well as more today. So it affects the seeding from this point onwards.
Yeah, it looks like Nutty Titans, they want revenge because it was quite obvious that Hold My Beer was making fun of them. And they really want to win this, it looks like. And Hold My Beer needs to prove that they deserve this win now. But we can one can only hope. There's a good pass though. Acidia Titan trying to anticipate the clear there from Nodos, trying to block it, but that's not good enough. Acidia Titan and his junior having a bit of a high five there in the half. That's not good.
That was a bit of a nuclear high five. That's a Doomfist high five right there.
That is true.
One guy not moving at all, the other one flying like mad. But it happens. It's not always possible for 2 players, each of them expecting the other one to move out the way. A game of chicken between father and son. But anyway, 1 minute gone. No goals yet, which is a first for the series, I reckon. So we're going to try and take a round, trying to get the setup. Nodo's going to get the clearance. Yeah, that's a great hit forward. No one on the side.
Oh!
Might be ready, but that's right in front of goal. Going up to Fibo, killing on that's coming across for the clear. Now he's going to take it up. Gets a great 50-50 onto Jeff. Can he get the angle? Not quite as
Oh no! He should have just left it. He should have just left it to Acidia Titan Jr. there. He had a way better angle, but I just want to mention that Nutty Titans, they're really fighting for this. I love to see that. They see the opportunity. They contest way quicker. A brilliant save from Acidia Titan a couple of seconds ago. And they're also really aggressive. It's just nice to see that the last goal probably enabled them. And hopefully they'll continue being a bit more confident in what they're doing. It definitely suits them well. See what they can do. Okay, that's not what you should do, guys. Nope. Leaving such a ball wide open in front of your net.
Notice again, hitting it back to his own side. That's not good. Fibo gonna clear it though. Acidia Titan actually gonna get a doink over to the corner. Jeff has actually got a brilliant chance to pass it center. The junior coming back from that. Tapping it in a good place. Nodos with a free shot. That's going to come off the post. Nearly halfway through the game, though. I mean, you can definitely tell that Nutty has stepped up here. 1 goal in it from Nodos. Actually scoring it in the correct goal. And putting them ahead.
Yeah, it's again just hesitation on the side of Nutty Titans there. Good shot there from Fibo. That goes high up. Jeff is already up. Kilogon Nuts comes in, doesn't get the touch. Fibo comes in, and that is definitely a goal. Hold My Beer is now probably taking track of not Titans trying to win this one.
Yeah, Jeff with actually some great car control in the air. Just sort of twisting and turning, trying to get the best pass off this. It's just far enough out from the goal that you have to get that kind of weird jump up from the defender. But the defender just didn't do it. He was watching it, keeping his time, not wanting to come out too early. But in the end, Fibo just takes full advantage of that and plants it in. So 2-0 in a very short space of time.
Yeah, what started as a really fast game on the side of Naughty Titans. Yeah, I mean, now they're just falling apart, it looks like. Jeff with yet another goal after a brilliant touchdown from Fibo. And Kilogon Nuts is just flying through the air, hoping to get a touch onto that ball somewhere, but it's not gonna happen. And 2 minutes and 8 to go. Hold My Beer is probably not going to BM Naughty Titans in Game 3.
We'd hope not.
So there's the chances of them winning this series is quite low at the moment.
Yeah, still 2 minutes to go. All three of them going up for that, though.
I mean, 6 players are going for this.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to see this kind of thing on day one, to be fair. This is the qualifier. After all, the biggest teams are in tomorrow's event. But as I said, the winner of this, which looks like it's further and further going to be Hold My Beer. They'll be facing up against some really good opposition tomorrow, so we shall see.
Yeah, Nodo's now. Yeah, Nodo is with his second time that he's probably not his second time, but second time this match, and he hits the right goal. So, as you already mentioned, it's probably just going to be yet again another slaughter. Because Hold My Beer, they show what they can do. The last game shouldn't have been a win for the Naughty Titans. Nodo is with a great touch there. Kilogon Nuts leaving it to Acidia Titan. He's punching it across the field, but Nodo is already waiting. Oh, Fibo and Nodo is both missing the shot there. Acidia Titan getting it across the net, but no one's really there to capitalize on that pass. And we see double commits on both sides more and more often, which just shows that they're not really focused anymore. They just want to hit the ball. Nodos with yet another shot, and there we go. Hat trick for Nodos, because I'm not quite sure. I think he got passed by Acidia Titan Jr. looking for Kilogon Nuts, but he's not in position to go for it. Yeah, but he wouldn't have hit it anyway. And Nodos, that was not the hardest shot to save from Nodos, but looks like Junior was not really confident on the line there, and Kilogon Nuts couldn't help him out at all.
Perfectly positioned, is how I describe that. I mean, it's a good thing to be near the back post so you can boost yourself forward into pretty much any position in the goal. But they were just way too slow to react to anything. Too slow to identify the incoming threat. But 5-0, 30 seconds left. I mean, it's not unheard of, but it's definitely unlikely. As the pace has certainly picked up on the side of Hold My Beer. They're not messing about at all. In fact, that's probably going to be another goal. No, Fibo would probably could have left it and it would have been in. It was a very close angle, not sure exactly.
I mean,
with a great interception.
I mean, at 5-0, 20 seconds left at that point, you can probably go for some fancy goals, because it's quite sure that Hold My Beer will move on. And unfortunately, the Naughty Titans are out of this since it's single elimination. But you have to give kudos to those guys. Show some love in the chat. They've definitely done their best and had almost a shot of, bullying, hot bullying. Yeah, make it to day 2.
No, that would have been a great story if that had ended up happening. Unfortunate. As I said, thank you guys so much for coming along. It's great to see some new teams, some new faces, some new blood coming to the Rocket League Indo scene. And hopefully as we do more of these tournaments, there was a bit of a break before this one, but hopefully we can get it back to regularity again. It'd be great to see you guys around and improved, as I'm sure you will do.
Exactly. So let's talk a bit about the upcoming semifinals before we head to a short break. Obviously, Hold My Beer will move on, and they will face Gamer Instincts in the semifinals, which have, so far, they had a pass versus Team Rocket in round 1, and quarterfinals they were facing Pixelated. And it looked like it was somewhat of a, I mean, it was a 2-0, first of all, 3-0 in the first one, 4-3 in the second. So, I can't really predict how they will play. Do the name
Well,
just tell me something?
we've watched.
Oh
Game
yeah,
Instincts.
we watched Game
Dude.
Instinct. Okay. Oh,
That was our first
whoops.
match of today, man. That was Mind Killer Crazy Ping, along with was it Kazian? I forget the name. Crosian, that's the one.
Cruisian.
And there was
Mind
another one
Killer.
which wasn't the same as the names listed
Yeah,
on Smash.
It's not the same as on Smash. Yeah.
They were trying to do some passing plays here and again, now and again, I should say. Not always that successful, but individually they were pretty good players. So I'm not surprised they managed to get past and get it to the semi-finals and into tomorrow's tournament.
Yeah. So I think at this point they are already in the tournament, right? The top six. Top six seeds are getting a spot in tomorrow's Community Cup number 6. So they made it. Congrats to those guys. Hold My Beer made it as well. And they will face off Gamma Instincts. What are your predictions? It could be a close game if Hold My Beer is just memeing around on the pitch. Because they definitely haven't shown their true potential, I feel like.
The meme here and a meme there. Yeah. I'm not sure. I doubt they're going to continue that style. If they continue how they were in this game 3, going against Game Instincts, I think they're going to have a fairly hard time. Like individually, the players from Hold My Beer are very good. We've seen them before. We've seen Fibo playing for Two-Face and becoming 2nd and 3rd, I think, in the previous tournaments. Like they've got some star players. They just need to actually pull themselves together and utilize them properly.
Yeah. Also, we should also probably mention that Fibo plays probably more PUBG than anything else, so he might be a bit rusty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's playing a lot of PUBG recently. So interesting to see if he can warm up, because I don't think that's the Fibo honest peak. Fibo on his peak can rip apart a whole team by himself. Just needs players to set him up. Oh, no, he probably doesn't even need anyone. He can just go for those crazy air dribbles, wall shots, or whatever. So we can probably expect more from this guy, but we will do that just after the break, guys. So we'll see you in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
I'm feeling like love tonight. There's no stopping what I feel inside. Throw your cares away. 'Cause baby, I am here today. I'm feeling like love tonight. There's no stopping what I feel inside. Throw your cares away. 'Cause baby, I am here today. Floating away with you in the backseat of my car. We're timeless, sailing through, but tonight, no, we can't go far. And I know it cannot last, but it lasts.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight.
Alright, I believe we are back.
You
Hello, guys.
right. Not sure what that
Awesome.
was. Right. So everybody hopefully got a drink, got something to snack. That was at least what I did. I don't know about you. Getting prepared for the semifinals. And also what I want to mention is Grand Flame maybe somewhat of a, I don't know,
I
tribute to us.
noticed that. Grand Flame.
Could be.
Well, I mean, if it isn't, that's quite a, it's quite a
Yeah.
coincidence.
So-
Grandian Flame.
But yeah, I think the teams are already waiting. We have Grand Flame joining in, although we didn't say anything. Well, anyway, works fine. Let
Yep.
them go. Haven't seen No yet. Haven't seen Grand Flame either.
Nope.
Be interesting to
Two
see
entirely new teams.
play before.
Pika and Lulu, obviously we've seen in previous tournaments, in previous scrims. They're pretty reasonable players. Pika, of course, usually with Popo and that in Liquidy lineup, which I don't think actually appears
Oh,
in this cup. I'm not sure. We'll have to see whether they turn up tomorrow. But already not a great start. All three of them mirroring each other on the ball. Great period of offensive pressure.
Oh.
This is surely going to be in. Yep. Jadern.
Jadern, Sejadern,
Sejadern.
Sejadern.
Yep.
What?
So nice we say it thrice.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to get used to that, I think. But already 1-0 up. And as said, a lot of pressure already coming out from this team. No.
Yeah, it looks. It's quite impressive though. I mean, we've seen Lulu with an amazing save in the first couple of seconds, and No seems to be on the better end of the players that are participating in this qualifier so far.
Mm-hmm.
Sejadern, No with the really awkward touch there, but Pika just gets it into the corner. Eddie Gary's already up, waiting for Pika to hit it, but he was nowhere close to get a good pass of that. Bit of defensive blunder there on the side of No as well, but it turns out to be alright as soon as they get it into the middle there. But Pika's already waiting. Eddie Gary off the wall there, but it doesn't hit it, doesn't connect to it. Lulu on the other side, punching it across the field once more, but that rolls just down for him, fortunately. Serail is a bit of an awkward spot. Sejadern comes in to save it just before Lulu gets yet another touch. It's like, quite sure what's going on here. Lots of 50-50s, and Yonru turns out to be on top. Edugary cannot come back in time, and 2-0 for No, which is played 1 minute and 11 seconds.
I mean, Pika, a bit all over the place, just following it from side to side. And even, I think, Lulu was just creeping up way too high, not respecting the fact that Pika did not have the situation under control. And, yeah, very easy breakaway shot there. Yeah, resulting 2-0, only a minute and 15 into this number one match.
Yeah, it looks like lots of 50-50s going on though. Lulu not hitting it, Sejadern also missing it. Pika and Yonru are having a 50-50 there.
Oh no.
Great touch! Eddie Gary completely wrecked there on the side. Like that's such an awkward position to save it. Even I think it even went up the wall there. No, it doesn't. If only
He
he would
did it
have.
well.
But Sejadern got a really good touch there, yeah. Rocketeer, so you might can probably expect it from the Rocketeer that he has some nice skills. Yeah, 3-0 now for No. And we can expect Grand Flame to do well, but it looks like No is having a really good time right now. Yonru almost connected to it. Sejadern comes in, but doesn't get the shot as well. Yonru, good touch there. That enables Lulu almost for getting a goal. Pika comes in, but Sejadern beats him to the ball just in time.
Yep, they're now going to pass it up the pitch. Again, this is going end to end, which is great to see. Even though it's 3-0, it's still going from side to side. I mean, the shots, it's clearly in favor of No. It just means that not all of their shots are going on target. 7 shots to 1. Quite convincing statistics, at least, as well as the scoreline. But we'll have to see. I mean, we know these players, Lulu and Pika. Oh my goodness, Yunero, I should say. Yunero with a double demolish, but it comes loose. Nadigari is going to clean it up. Real smooth.
Yeah, Serail not getting a toucher off the wall, and Eddie Gary getting a really awkward bounce shot there in front of the goal. Serail and Sejadern both not really reacting. In fact, Serail didn't react at all. Sejadern was trying at least to save that one, but wasn't fast enough. Lulu now with a good kickoff there, but it goes straight back to Yunero. Edegari moving backwards. That is not an angle you want to contest, and even if he would have hit it, it would have gone towards their net. Fortunately, it turned out to be alright. Pika now trying to punch it across the field, gets bounced back. Just, like, yeah, right back. Bounced back, right back. That's a bit awkward. Anyway, Yunero trying to get it out of the way. Edegari leaves it to Pika. Pika with a really, really awkward hit there. And on the side of Grand Flame, I have to say, they're not looking too confident in what they're doing.
Oh, a little bit disappointing, honestly. You know, these players can definitely pull off some better and more interesting things than what they're showing right now. And they do manage to get a good play. In fact, that is going to be a goal. A great pass there from Edegari. Off the awkward corner. Hit it centre. There we go. And Sir Ao barely making it back in goal in time and not in a position to cover his net properly.
I mean, you have when you're in a position like Soraya, you have to play your odds. You have to pre-jump probably just one part of the goal and hoping that he's hitting it somewhat next to you. But Lulu was such in a central position that there's not much that he can do from the spot he was in. Anyway, looks like Grand Flame slowly coming back into this game. If they save that, which they do, Lulu with a second save of the match. Looks like no, he's also just hitting the ball. Not really placing it anywhere.
Nope, that's unfortunate. I mean, I saw Lily smack it up. I was thinking, you know, you had a bit of time there. You had a ton of space. I mean, they say that in tennis that the unenforced errors are the ones which really count. So, when there's no pressure, you should be able to make something of it. She really didn't. But again, Sejadun take advantage of some slow and sloppy play on the side of Grand Flame. Going to the corner, Pika slow in net, and Lulu, neither of them pressuring the ball at all.
Yeah, it's like it always looks like two players on both sides are in the spot to save the ball, but one of them decides just not to go for it, and the other one is just a bit too slow on the contest. So I'm not sure how to fix that one, but great pass from Lulu in the meantime, and Edegari comes flying in, and it gets really close to the end. We have only 49 seconds left, and Grand Flame is once more on their way to equalize this.
Yep, I feel like Sir Ale, I mean, in each of these recent goals, he's been the one in net, and he's missed it several times now. Maybe they should try and get someone else to be that defensive guy at the back. So, I mean, they've let them right back into this game. They've been 2 goals ahead so many times, and it's been equalized every single time. They need to pull up with something. They need that extra goal, that extra buffer, and then they'll be fine. Only 30 seconds left to get it, and as it stands, they are still going to win this game 1. So it's not the end of the world for them, I guess.
Pika really late on that contest that enables Yunero for a shot, but Edegari is back. Sorel comes in, puts it into the center, but that is just not good enough, not well placed. Edegari now trying to punch it forward. They only have 10 seconds left to make something happen, but Sejadun takes it upon himself to make something happen with their ball. It goes center once more, last second. I don't think they can keep it up. Sejadun was probably trying to bounce it down. Yes, he does. And there we go. First game goes to no. With, I think, not a good performance, but like it was okay. I'm more disappointed in Grand Flame though, because we've seen Lulu and Pika play. You picked it up during the game. They're definitely capable of doing more. Edegari is a new name, but he had 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, 3 shots overall. So despite him, I felt like he was a weaker player in this team. He's done the most. So. I'm not sure. If Lulu and Pika could step up, they definitely have a shot. And they're not out of this at all.
No. No, I think you summed up pretty much my same opinion. I mean, Team No we had never seen before, so we had no idea what to expect from these guys. But Lulu and Pika were a known quantity coming into this, and they had been involved with a few good teams in the past. Maybe it's a sign that they're used to that kind of level of play, and having to play at this slightly, not quite top tier, but a little bit below is just a bit jarring for them, maybe. I'm not sure. But either way, definitely not their best performance coming out here. But I guess it is game 1, so they have enough time to view their own game, try and realize what's going on with it, and come into this game 2 and take us to game 3, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way that they can continue to move into the finals. They got the spot for tomorrow's tournament, so I think they got where they wanted to be. But it's still great to use this time as a practice to figure out mistakes that you've done. In fact, Lulu going for the first sort of aggression, but no one from Grand Flame was really up to help him there. So both were in their half. So maybe they are turning out to be too defensive now. Double commit on their side as well now. So it looks like they didn't figure out the communication at all at this point. Still only 30 seconds into the second game, but hopefully they rewatch this VOD and get some ideas on how to improve.
Yep, it's a shame. Yeah, you'd hope that these teams are good enough to work through their problems as they go. What all the top teams are doing. They realize where they're weak, try and identify how they solve it, and implement it as soon as they possibly can. And hopefully even that these teams are in communication with each other. We're not sure how many of these teams are in voice, or are just using in chats to try and coordinate things. Hopefully the former. Oh, Eddie Gary, nearly. Pika,
Yeah, again, Eddie Gary with the first shot that was really dangerous towards the net of no. But it's yet not good enough. Double commit there, Eddie Gary once more. Probably expecting Pika to move towards the corner, at least move up with him. But Pika was already on his way back as you seen him going up for it. Lulu now with a really awkward touch there. Sejadon comes in. Yonero is waiting for it, but Eddie Gary is turning up this game. Or turning up the series, I have to say. He's definitely probably now one of the more consistent players in the lineup of Grand Flame.
Yep, he's making it count where he needs it to. He's getting the touches that are dangerous. That was a bit unfortunate, getting straight off the roof. But I mean, the rest of the team are really just flying around like others chickens. Like, that should be an easy goal.
Oh, what? Surreal! That
So
should have
close,
been a
yet so
goal.
far. Nice hit there, though. Lulu. Again, useless touch, just tapping into the corner. I mean, that should easily be defendable, and it was. He's going to take it straight up the pitch. Eddie Gary covering their backsides. Hopefully enough. Again,
Oh!
great hit.
That was I'm not sure if that was intentional from the Sejadon right there, but he bumped Lulu out of that clear. And if his teammate, I think Yonaru, would have just reacted to it a bit quicker, he would have gotten the goal there, because the goal was wide exposed. Fortunately, it didn't quite happen. And now we see No with a bit more aggression. So far, who was Grand Flame with who was taking over the last couple of minutes in this game. But it's so hard to tell what's going to happen, because there's so many just awkward misses, and then they get really good touches. Pika, not the greatest touch again, giving Sejadon an open net. What a pass from Pika.
Yeah, Sejadon taking it up, trying to get off the side. Doesn't quite make it, and Lulu was, I guess, props to him for trusting in his teammate to get a hit. But when it's that obvious that he's not going to get it, you should probably try going up yourself. Unfortunate for them, bit of miscommunication leads to this 1-goal lead from No.
Sejadon probably potentially setting up Eddie Gary there, but doesn't connect to the ball. It's a bit of a hard shot to make, because you have your twister cast so far wide around. Lulu with that miss, actually faking Sejadon the defense. Can he find Eddie Gary? He's looking for him. Eddie Gary goes up, that drops straight down. Pika should be there, and there we go, the equalizer from Grand Flame. And they decided to turn up just in time.
Eddie Gary and Lulu baiting out pretty much 2 members from No. Both of them sort of shadowing up on the wall and trying to get a hit on sort of a backwards aerial off the backboard, which obviously is a difficult thing to do. In the end, Eddie Gary with a great little touchdown, far enough away for Pika to just come in and plant it home. So, well played from them. They're back in the game. And it's a very close game in terms of shots as well. It was 3-2 last I checked, so definitely no surefire winner in this. In fact, nearly a passing play from Pika onto Eddie Gary. Eddie Gary not quite far enough to get the right shot. Yeah, actually reasonable passages of pressure from both teams coming out here.
Yeah, but all of a sudden No seems to be really defensive. Look at the space they give. Lulu, you have to connect to that. Eddie Gary with a great pass yet again. Pika now punching it across the field, potentially setting out himself. Now he leaves it to Eddie Gary, who has been in the air quite often this game already. Uniro is that time, reads it just, reads it perfectly. And Pika again with so weird touches. Like you can't tell how this guy is gonna hit it. You can't even tell if he's gonna hit it forward.
Well, no, he's going for aerials in the weirdest of places. Thankfully, Adigary's just grabbing him, taking on his back, and following him through, getting a second goal with only 30 seconds to go. I mean, they've got to win this match and stay in this qualifying tournament. I mean, they are, as I said, ready and qualified already for tomorrow's tournament, but it's all about the seeding. As high as possible is better.
That's definitely true. So, Grand Flame is aiming for that one as they have 20 seconds left and managed to get a lead in this game so far, and probably will take it to game 3 if No cannot get a good clear and a potential counterattack. The time is ticking against them. Can Uniro make it happen? He's looking for it, but Adigary once more getting in there. Great toucher from Session. Lulu, can you get to it? It bounces straight down, so close. And we're gonna take it, or we're gonna get into game 3 between Grand Flame and No. But it yet has to be, like, I still feel like both teams are not really popping off. They're not showing they can. But now it's the time to do it, potentially. I feel like there has to be more. This is so slow all of a sudden between those two teams.
Well, we've seen moments of speed. We've seen moments of speed, especially from Adigary. Comes up with really high aerials, so you can test in important places, whether in front of goal or in the midfield. He's been the aerial master of Grand Flame.
Yeah, he's definitely showing off that. I mean, he seemed to be really weak in the first game. That was why I was mentioning that seemed to be the weak link. But turns out he's the best player on Grand Flame right now. So hopefully they can set him up in the air more often so he can get those touches, as you already mentioned.
Yep, we'll see whether they can continue to do so. Adigary, it's all down to you, man. Hopefully Pika can realise that he's going up too early for some of these things and leaving his goal exposed. Just very simple mechanical and positional errors on the side of Grand Flame, holding them back a little bit. But they are fortunate enough to been able to get a 2-1 lead and get a great start in this game 3.
Yeah, we called out Pika and now he's turning up, setting up himself. Adigary fortunately missing it. Session not in time, and Uniro was moving backwards, not expecting a hit at all, not respecting Pika to follow up his own shot. And he should have been on the line there defending it. Anyway, Luna with a good kickoff there. Sail comes in time. And Pika and Adigary, the spacing on the side of Grand Flame is not really good. You saw there, Pika had to move backwards, and Adigary was left in a really awkward position, had to turn around, but got a clear nevertheless. Pika now looking for his teammate Adigary in the center, but Uniro comes in. Uniro to Session, but Lulu with a great contest there, just in time. That could have been dangerous if he wouldn't have been just a second later.
Yeah, that was 2v1. Should have done better there. A little pass between them, a tiny little touch between the two of them. Could have done such a big difference. But in the end, they don't get it. Do it again with a very weird touch off the side. With just so little purpose to it. Like, you've got to have some reason for going where you're going. Otherwise, it's just a hit into the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that is dangerous.
Oh,
Two players again from Grand Flame going up for it. Surrealist not getting the touch. I think he would have beaten both of them if he would have just gotten a low shot. Adigary now off the wall, trying to settle himself in the air. It looks like no one's there to really capitalize on his pass. Lulu now putting it into the corner. That bounces straight back towards him. No chance for him to react to that. Uniro now. Oh, Session, what a great demo. Uniro, what are you doing? Is that in? That has to be in, for sure. It is not in!
Wow! Holy moly!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to miss 200% goal. How is that even possible?
I don't know, man. That was insane.
Oh, but speechless.
Yeah, I can tell. It's just like there's so many opportunities for any of those players just to get the little tap on, and they all seem to reverse and spin around just that little bit too far. Gotta love the turning circles, right?
I mean, all Uniro had to do was just hitting it somewhere towards the net. Pika now comes in, and instead of a 1-1 equalizer, we see Grand Flame taking away this game with a 2-0 lead at the moment. 2 minutes 56 to go. Oh, that must be a tilter for No.
Yeah, anyway, especially for Sejadurm. I mean, he had an opportunity there to get it out. I mean, I've been in that situation so many times myself, so I know what it's like. And it's exactly as you describe it. It's tilt-worthy, for sure. I mean, we know they're good enough to get some of these good offensive plays out. It's what they've got to do now. They've got to refocus, put their heads down, get it around some of these sometimes awkward and pointless hits from the other squad. Grand Flame. We'll see. They certainly have the skill to do so.
And they have plenty of time as well.
Yeah, it's only half the game gone.
Yeah, it looks like they seem to be a bit lost right now, Serail. Lots of misses right now. Edgar getting a great center pass. Yuniro once more missing the ball, but Sigidon comes in to help his teammate out. But it's not gone yet. They don't really get ball possession right now. Just really hitting the ball. Sigidon goes up, hits it once more. That goes center straight back to Lulu. Lulu with the shot. But Yuniro is in there with Serail combined. They get it out, and that could be a potential shot there for Sigidon. But Edgar, great control, getting a touch to the side. And that gives the opportunity to Grand Flame right now. Can they go for it? It looks like Sigidon comes in once more, an awkward touch. Edgar is not there in time. Sigidon now going for the solo play, but Lulu with a great clear bounces it straight back into the half of no. And yeah, it turns out to be a game of ping pong right now.
Oh yeah, it certainly feels both these teams have suddenly woken up so much faster now. I mean, we are in the final 1 minute 20. One of these teams will be out. Let's see, that's actually a very awkward hit. Pico not quite getting the angle. His turn. They try and keep it clear. Pico far away from Lulu. Lulu really should have noticed that earlier. Double committal on side of Grand Flame, but Pico gets out the better of it. It's a very awkward hit. In fact, going to go nicely center. Adigari doesn't quite get the angle. With a bit more contortion with his Kai, probably could have got that more on target. Instead, Pika hits it cross field. Lulu eyeing it up. So is Urinero. Bouncing over Ale in the goal. Pika again with a very weird touch. That's going to go center. Urinero really has to do something with it. Adigari eyeing it up and not quite getting there, and Urinero takes it out.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. Looks like No trying to get something going, but the last minute or so they haven't really had anything onto the net of Grand Flame. In fact, Grand Flame was the team that is pressuring, and they're continuing to do so. Lulu looking for a pass, but you see nobody from Grand Flame moved up with him. That is an awkward 50-50. Rolling towards the net. One of you guys should surely go for it. Edigari probably just wanted to farm the 50 save points here.
8 seconds.
7 seconds to go, and it looks like Grand Flame is moving on. And who would have thought that Grand Flame... Oh, Edigari, really, really close shot there from him as well. But who would have thought that Grand Flame would have win the series after their first match?
There we have it. Congratulations to Grand Flame. Very well played in the end. Managed to sort through a couple of their problems. Definitely not all of them. I think they're going to have quite a hard time tomorrow against some of these auto-qualifying teams.
Yeah, but it's great to have... it's great to have opportunity to kind of see what the flaws are today instead of when it counts tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely all these matches, at least from this point onwards, is just feelers. They get to play against more teams that they'll face tomorrow, get an understanding of what they're like, and as you say, definitely more time available for them to have a little mini coaching session amongst themselves. Yes, Grand Flame taking on No. And then we'll be in the finals.
Who would have thought? So good on them, but they'll potentially face two really good teams. One of them will move on to the finals. One of them will be out, and I'm talking about Hold My Beer and Gamer Instincts, which will be the second semi-final that we are going to cast, I think, right away. Looks like the lobbies are already set up. Players are waiting for us to join in. So let's do that real quick. Get us into the lobby ASAP.
Yep, people can see the brackets on screen right now. I mean, we've seen both these teams earlier on in the tournament, which is interesting. We've actually seen both of them. I mean, they were in slightly different the brackets to begin with. They weren't all in the same. I mean, they managed to meet up in the end. The teams that we saw win at the beginning are now still here for the semi-finals, just because of the number of the teams we had to begin with. It's slightly awkward. Hold My Beer and Gamer Instincts, we got Phoebo and his crew. Phoebo, Nodos, and Jeff. against Gamer Instincts, which I am trying to remember. Oh yes, that's Mind Killer and those guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they've
and
had to wait
Rosie's
that long, eh?
asking, how often do you guys do NA tournaments? On this channel,
NA?
there are no NA tournaments at all since this Rocket League India, so it'll obviously just be only Indian tournaments. And Community Cup needs to, like, I think one of the requirements is that you need to be Indian to participate in it, since it's a Community Cup in India. So probably no NA tournaments. Sorry for you guys.
If you're an Indian living in NA, then potentially. Other than that, no. I mean, the two of us are from Division 6 who are global, and I've put the link in the chat if you want to check us out. But yeah, our India is only Indian, unfortunately for you. In the sound of things. But yes, hopefully this won't take too long. Are you joining in the lobby?
Well, it doesn't work, so can't join the lobby, unfortunately. Looks like Psyonix is letting us down once more. Could be that. Oh, there we go. Now we're joining after I clicked it like, what, 6 times?
They obviously don't want another semi-final.
They're like, nah, guys, having none of that. I'm not gonna get that one. Anyway. So let's see. Hold My Beer, obviously, I mean, we've seen them playing against Nutty Titans. Had a bit of a meme fest over there. Gamer Instincts, we saw them playing versus Synergy, and they appear to be quite strong, despite having one player with fairly high ping.
Yep.
Pixelated, they won 2 overs, Pixelated as well, and now they're facing maybe in the semifinals. So if I would have to predict it, I'd say that it should be a fairly close game, and Hold My Beer definitely has to play better than they've done in the last series.
I think they're still my favorites to win on this side, today's tournament. I mean, Grand Flame did play pretty well, but they just had so many gaps and so many overcommitals from certain players that I think a team who manages to coordinate amongst themselves better, which we can see sometimes from my bin, not so often. We definitely saw from Gamer Instincts a little bit. But tomorrow's games will be really difficult for them unless they go away and patch those holes very quickly.
Yeah, that is definitely true. But I think, without further ado, we're missing one team, I see. So until Gamer Instincts is making their way in here, I think, is there anything you want to talk about, or do we just have a short 1 to 2 minute break until they come? Because I think it will take... Oh, never mind. There we go. Casters curse. Perfect! You know, that's why I'm doing it. Just to bring him in faster. Because if I wouldn't have done it, it would have taken us probably a longer time. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, looks like we're now missing Nodos, who was in the lobby before.
We got Fibo.
Oh, maybe he's not playing. Heba's in here now.
Looks like he's in, yep.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that means out of guys... Yeah, so Heba, Jeff, and Fibo were the main 3. I think potentially the sub, he's is the 4th player for Hold My Beer. So maybe that's the case. Not sure. We can definitely go ahead and get these teams in and started. For the second semi-final after this, there's only the final to go.
Yeah, can't wait to
Crazy.
see that one. So let's get them in, guys. What are we waiting for? Pretty sure they're excited as well. They want to play, participate. I mean, it's the semi-finals overall. Although they got
There we go.
their spot. There we go. Heba, I haven't seen him playing today on stream. Also a really good player. Quite excited to see what Fibo and... Oh, it's Fibo now, look.
Hey,
what Fibo and Heba are capable of doing. Jeff was also a good addition. Had some troubles with awkward touches. But anyway, there we go. Granny, take it away.
Alrighty. So Fibo, going for the kickoff, gets first touch. Heba going to send it straight upfield. Cupcase, great hit off the side. Cruzian on to Mind Killer. Doesn't quite connect. So Mike is going to take it up. Study of competition. Fibo having to get the touch off the side. Jeff taking it up. Bit of miscommunication there on the side of Gamer Instincts. Fibo not going to get the pass off though, unfortunately. Jeff's going to try and take the center for Heba, but that's not quite going to turn out well for them. Fibo has got an awkward save to make. Manages to make it. And now he's just going to send up a pitch, hopefully to try and get into that center area.
Kupka's looking for a clear there, but Jeff is right there to put it back up the backboard. Heba was not able to get out the goal in time. Probably wouldn't have gotten any boost as well. Fibo comes in the midfield, great contester from him, but he needs to follow it up. Krusian, in fact, taking his job there, putting it into the center, but Heba gets a really awkward touch, decides to go for the boost, leaving the ball there to be contested by Jeff. Fibo, he's definitely comfortable taking it up the wall there, but he can't quite connect it. Bit of an awkward aerial there. Krusian comes in, but Heba gets the shot out of this half. Looks like the game is slowing down quite a bit, but Jeff with a great center pass. All three players from Hold My Beer are contesting that one, and that should give some time to Gamer Instincts to set up a counter-attack. But they're not quite getting the touches that they want.
No, very awkward touches. Jeff actually going to make an interesting touch with pinch with the defender. Heba actually passing it on to Krusian, has only got Fever to go, tries to fake him out. Fever's having none of it. Just enough of an angle on it. All three members of Hold My Beer are on the roof. Fibo is the one that managed to get it. Can he get off bounce? No, Jeff with an open goal. Taking it way above the Gamer Instinct's offense. None of them are ready for such a clearance.
But that was a
shot for a Jeff in the end.
That was a great clear from Fibo as well. Really wide and hard, and Gamer Instincts probably haven't seen those in the process of this tournament so far, so we're not expecting that. If only one guy would have stayed in the midfield, he could have contested that, and it should have never been a goal for Jeff. But good on Fibo, good clear hit. We know he can do that. I hope to see him being even more proactive in terms of offensive play, because that's not the Fibo that we've seen in the past.
No, I mean, he's played all positions in the past. We've seen him being exceptional in the offense and taking the ball from really weird positions and getting something useful from it, which we haven't quite seen so much today. Heba, of course, he's been one of the more improving players, I think, over the course of these last few tournaments. He definitely showed himself and surprised me many times in the scrims. Great shots coming out from him. So, definitely not an unpromising squad, by all means, for Hold Your Beer. Hold My Beer, even. But so far, I mean, it's been fairly even. I think both teams, similar styles of play. Few attempts on passing, but not too many to be spoken of.
It just looks like after that one goal, the game slowed down quite heavily again. Looks like they're both trying to figure out how to break defense on both sides. That was a good attempt there from Krusian, following up the pass. Cupcakes with yet another shot, but Heba is probably too good to let that one slip in. Easy save for him. Jeff now looking for Heba on the other side. And that is what we like to see. More of those, please. Good passing attempts, at least. Better than just hitting the ball somewhere and hoping it would it would do something, just like Fibo did, setting it up for Krusian. Good shot from him. Cupcakes comes in, and that is going to be the equalizer for Gamer Instincts. That was quite an awkward touch, though.
Yeah, that was a great hit from Krusian. Baiting Jeff out, going high. One member of Hold My Beer going for boost, whilst the other one was flailing about in the midfield, not expecting that powerful bounce back off the backboard. And it means it's going to be 1-1. Very even game so far.
Yeah, and that always just a nail because Fibo passed it into the middle, probably expecting one of the players to be there. But this is not Kekalukia, Fibo. There's no one to read your mind, I would say. Probably definitely missing chaos. Oh, he could have gone for that as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went for boost. Krusian just left it to him, but fortunately, he
Interesting
didn't
choice
quite
of
right.
touch.
Oh, that is a good shot. Yeah. Game is slowing down once more. Fibo now looking for Jeff there. All three players were the same third of the pitch as well. Cupcakes now with a good save, but doesn't really do anything. Like, all three players from Hold My Beer, they don't figure out the rotations just as, like, not really that well, I would say. Awkward clear there from Fibo again. Yeah, sorry.
No, how about trying to get a block off? Doesn't quite make it. That's just going to be a great hit.
Oh,
Jumping
come
down, Cupcakes.
Oh,
Yes, he
there we
gets
go.
like a mini double touch. One hit off the crossbar. One hit again. Then actually planted in. Boom.
Yeah, good hit.
Very nicely done. Only 30 seconds to go. It's when they needed to pull it out. So, great start.
Heber now facing off Crucian in the kickoff. That is a good kickoff from Crucian. Oh, Jeff, I thought that was going to be an own goal. We've seen a couple of those today already.
He's not. No, Nodos is not playing with Jeff's name.
Okay,
It's all right.
I'm just talking about own goals in general. And there we go, 14 seconds left, and Hold My Beer having a chance
so
now of
messy.
winning that one. Good hit there, good hard hit from Fibo in the midfield. A Mind Killer.
Yeah.
Probably really hard to save those with 400 ping when you can't really tell where the wall is going.
I mean, that was every single member of Gamer Instincts made a mistake there. One of them trying to go for a ball when they shouldn't have. One of them not noticing that was happening and just flying straight past it. And one of them not in the right position, facing the right direction in net. And it means they've opened the gates to Hold My Beer now, as it's going to go into overtime to take this win away from them.
It's also just game one, so any team that is having the short end here, not winning that best of three, we're not winning that game one, is going to have second chance in the second game. But it's important if you want to have an easier game to get this advantage. So any team should really fight for it, and I think they do. Crucian now going up, Mind Killer also missing it, and that should be a goal for Chef, but that was not well placed. Mind Killer didn't have enough boost really, but managed to be just in the right spot. Kopka's going for a shot. Heber with a great 50-50 there, blocking that one right away. Fibo comes in, not quite on target, and Mind Killer easily gets that clear to the side.
Yep, a lot of pressure coming on from both teams. Loads of mistakes, but none of them quite leading on to a good enough shot opportunity. Jeff's going to stop that one out from Mind Killer. Kopkes continues the pressure. He's going to hit it center. Fibo actually with an awkward hit. He's going to follow it up though. Taking it away far enough. Awkward pinch with Mind Killer. Not quite going to make it apart from Crucian. And now all three members are up. It's going to be awkward.
Ooh.
Oh. Good save.
Yeah, but Fibo again with a really awkward touch, giving an opportunity to Gamer Instincts. Jeff on the wall, reading that pass perfectly. Fibo comes in to help with Heber. Heber is jumping now. A bit of chaos on the side of Gamer Instincts, a bit on the side of Hold My Beer, but Gamer Instincts cannot really capitalize on that. In fact, they have to make sure this one goes not in. Not a great touch from Mind Killer, but Crucian is there, and that would have been a shot opportunity for Heber. Fibo now setting out himself. That is not a goal. Mind Killer with the clutch save, and we're about to enter the second minute of overtime right now.
Yeah, game one in the semi-final. A bit closer than the other one, that's for sure. I mean, we only had a game and a half at this point. Neither team really showing that they are the alpha male. No one quite asserting themselves yet. Some reasonable hits from both sides, but just never quite the connection to actually transition into a shot. We're going to try and save it out. Mind Killer, that's a great hit. Jeff in a good position in the net. Again, stomping out yet another opportunity.
Yeah, it's really just a shot fest right now. I mean, we've seen 10 shots to the side of Hold My Beer, 9 shots to the side of Gamer Instincts. So we have a really equal match, I would say, or matchup. Heber now, great contest for him, but nobody's really there. Both rotations seem like they just let one guy do all the stuff and nobody's really following around. So they're just playing really defensive on both sides. Yet having 10 shots, so it doesn't really fit with the data that we have. Anyway.
Unfortunate for Fibo. Felt like he'd done a lot better than that. Back in the day, maybe he would have taken it into an air dribble. But instead, he didn't do that today. Okay, it's going to try and take center. Good interception from Jeff. But Heber also went for the same ball, and Fibo is getting ready for this. Now they're both crowded into the corner. This is actually an opportunity. Is anyone there? No.
Yeah, again.
Frozen. Nobody waiting in the center. Good setup from both these teams, but just nobody there to finish it up.
Yeah, but I mean, all the great passes don't really do anything besides giving the ball to the opponent, because nobody's connected to it. Lots of misses too. Crucian off the shot. We're about to hit the 4th minute of overtime, and we're just seeing shot after shot and save after save. 7 saves from Hold My Beer, 8 saves from Gamer Instincts, despite all the shots. So it's just, you know, more like, okay, guys, it's your turn now. You shoot and try. And when you miss it, we get another shot. That's what it feels like. It's getting quite desperate on both sides as well.
I mean, wouldn't you? Nearly an entire game more than what you expected. Hebar. Oh, not quite getting the angle. Fibo. That's a shot on target. That's going to be awkward. Off the post. So close. That is more of the Fibo kind of angle that we would expect from him. And here he goes again. Crucian, able to read that out very easily. Hebar has to rotate. And he's left it open. Jeff, fortunately, being that third man. Crucian and Hebar get into a tussle for possession. Cupcakes and Jeff, again, another 50-50 directly. He has to get this out. Again, touches that just go straight out into the void, never to be seen again.
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. I mean, Crucian now getting a good clear there, but great 50-50. Heber, instead of putting it towards the net, just putting it to the side. No one's really coming up. Both players on the side of Holtmeier are back. Fibo now moving up together with Jeff. Good shot from him. Crucian, which is third save already. And that is going towards that one small. Crucian has to help out his team out again. Jeff, that is a reasonable touch. Fibo, Heber, both up. That should be a goal. It's going to be Jeff's goal overall.
I saw both people going up and I'm thinking, I mean, that is a good place for it to land. I mean, what a ricochet. In the end, in fact, was that an own goal?
Yeah, that was an own goal.
Wow.
After all, like almost an entire game.
It was an entire game.
Oh, it was an entire game? So an entire game
45 cars bumped for Jeff.
Yeah. But I just want to talk briefly about the stats. So it's just a 3-2 game with a 5-minute and something overtime. We've seen 13 shots on the side of Hold My Beer, 7 saves, and 11 shots on the side of Gamer Instincts, and 10 saves. So it's I mean, it looks like Hold My Beer was a bit better, but that could have been anyone's game at that point. And it was just game 1, so there are 2 more to come.
Yep, that was only our first match. It's going to be insane from this point onwards. I believe we're going to go straight into the next game. I mean, some of these are just so intense. I mean, going on for pretty much 2 matches now. This is going to feel more like about 5 at this point.
They're preparing for the finals.
Well, the finals are still best of 3, man.
Oh,
for today.
Oh,
yep.
it's just
Tomorrow's best of 5. Yeah, because it's qualifier, we do best of 3 finals today.
So
in the end, they're through, and it doesn't matter too much, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It's just about the seeding, I guess. But maybe they're preparing for tomorrow's finals. Wink, wink. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect it to go in, to be fair, because that was a good pass. But looks like Gamer Instincts had a good rotation going on there. Mindkiller, the great read there, and looks like the defense from Hold My Beer was a bit all over the place. Not really connected to it. Not reading it just in time. Probably not even expecting Mindkiller to go for it, get such a good shot.
Yep, only 40 seconds in. Great start. In fact, they're going to put another one off in net. I mean, maybe they thought they should have won that last one. Now they're going to try and get as good a start to this one as possible, which they're certainly managing to do. Interesting hit from Mindkiller. Aerial dribble. Almost gets the pinch on landing. Crucian going to hit it out. Cupcakes. Taking it middle. Awkward, but Jeff, what a clearance! Falling pitch, that's a shot! What a save from Mindkiller! What was that?
All of a sudden, the players, both of them are showing off. Fibo now going for an aerial, but Mindkiller is really popping off this game despite having 440 ping. And he's shown, in this 1 minute that we've played so far, he has shown some incredible stuff already. So he just lets us hoping to see an even more intense game than the last one. Maybe not with a 5-minute overtime this time, but probably not asking. We're definitely not asking for that as well.
And they're still going to try and keep the pressure on. Barty, side. Is that an attempt at a seeding shot? I'm not sure. I think he had the idea. Like in his mind, you could see all the calculations going through, and then it's all he got something wrong.
Oh, yeah, you know that great gif of I think it was from, I don't remember the movie, but with that woman who's like having a triangle in front of her, just looking left and right and lost. That was probably how it looked like at this moment. Anyway, GI now with yet another opportunity. Heber and Fibo both bumping each other 2 times. But turned out to be alright for Hold My Beer.
It's got to be a goal, surely.
What is going on?
I'm so glad that was a goal there. I mean, they were just completely all over the place. 2 members going up onto the side just swarming around it, leaving completely open net. And I mean, if Gamer Instincts hadn't have gotten there, goodness. But that means 2-0. 2 minutes played, 1 per minute. And they're still going to go on to the attack. Again, they're just watching it, getting terrible touches. Not quite
Gamer
playing it.
Instincts. Gamer Instincts look really strong on this one right now. They definitely want to get it into Game 3 and get into the finals. Maybe they had enough of that that last game, or figured out during the time what they've done wrong. They definitely look stronger and more confident in this one, which is great to see. And on the other side, we have Hold My Beer, with just terrible touches, terrible clears, double commits all over the place, not really reading the ball at all. And I think, I don't know about Jeff, but FIBA and Heber should both be able to do that. Jeff, with that was a tremendous hit there.
Goodness.
Not tremendous. What's the other word?
Tremendous
Atrocious.
work.
No.
Tremendous hit to get it there, but atrocious attempt at a defense, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so English lessons with Randy once. Thank you. Thank you,
Right.
Pelvic. Anyway, so all of a sudden, game slows down once more. Another great pass there from Jeff, but Hold My Beer nowhere to be seen.
Great from Heber. That's going to be a dunk down. It's not quite going to hit it down. Ooh, oh, Cruzian nearly getting it. Heber is going to go with the clear again. Just tap into the middle of nowhere. He could have taken that down, taken it up the wall, and gotten a really good hit forward. Instead, he's gotten a bit lucky. Managing to take it around a couple of players, despite the terrible hit off to the side. Cruising now. Can take it over one. Can he get around a second? He gets a 50-50. Not the best 50-50. Leaving it up to FIBA to take it up. Cupcake's gonna meet it up early in the midfield.
Oh.
An awkward second touch. Is anyone there? Yep. Mindkiller leaves it for Cruzian. That's only going to be met straight away. Jeff going for the demolition in goal. Doesn't quite make it. Which is a bit unfortunate.
Oh, what are they doing? Heber, that should have been a shot on net at least. Both of the players on Gamer Instincts decided to stay on the line with really awkward positioning as well. They were in front of the line, not really on the line as well. Turned out to be alright. We still have 45 seconds left. Hold My Beer. Trying to wake up slowly. Fibo, that should be a goal. No, he's hitting the post once more. Fibo is getting really unfortunate though this series as well. But it doesn't matter. You only have 30 seconds left, or you'll take it into Game 3 and potentially eliminate yourself from the tournament. Especially with this performance that we see right now from Hold My Beer.
Yep. Fully expect this to go to Game 3. Hoping that maybe we get two teams that are learning from their mistakes at that point. But I definitely feel like Gamer Instincts are learning as they go. Whereas Hold My Beer doesn't seem to be taking advantage of the time between games to get those things sorted out. They're going to get a third shot on net. A great save, actually, from Jeff. But with 0 seconds and 2-0 down, that is Game 2 over to Gamer Instincts.
And we're gonna take it into Game 3 between Gamer Instincts and Hold My Beer. So yeah, it looks like Gamer Instincts really figured out. You already mentioned it. It looks like they figured out somewhat what they were doing wrong. They definitely appear to be the way stronger team this game. And I'm not sure what's happening with Hold My Beer. So many crucial mistakes, mechanical misplays, just being all over the place in terms of positioning. Not really respecting the capability of the Gamer Instincts players as well, that they could take a shot or follow up a pass. So I'm not sure what Game 3 will be like, but at this point I expect Gamer Instincts to come out on top.
Yep, they certainly have the momentum going into Game 3. I mean, it is semi-final. Cruzian and Minka there. Ugh, my eyes. Not sure what's going on for him. He's going to try and wait out the start of this next game. We'll see.
Maybe he was so focused that he didn't blink during the entire match.
Oh,
Just imagine that picture. So of him like staring at the screen. Oh, Fibo is not respecting what he said in the chat at all. Why didn't we wait for 2 minutes?
I mean, we've got to restart this game. I mean, it was fairly obvious. They requested some time and they weren't giving it.
Yeah.
So
that
that's
should be
probably
a
gonna
restart.
a remake, I reckon.
Because he was asking for it, so you can't wait those 2 minutes. I don't think GI has to play this 2v3 right now.
No, that would be unfair on their side. Not sure what we're doing now. Just waiting for word from a moderator to figure out exactly
Oh,
what
looks
we're
like
doing now.
Cruising is back.
Are they just going to continue?
Oh, looks like it. I mean, nothing happened, so
Okay.
Cruising is back. There we go.
Well,
But again,
Knights have-
hold my beer. Hold my beer with the bad sportsmanship there.
Yeah, I mean,
waiting.
they should have known. They obviously weren't looking what's going on, but we've got word from moderator. We are going to bit unfortunate for Game of Instincts, but nothing too serious happened. But good on them for continuing without any whinging, which is always nice. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Now we see Hold My Beer trying to make something happen. Jeff versus Cruising there, just bouncing in front of him, trying to make him as nervous as he can get him. But looks like we're seeing way more exciting Hold My Beer, maybe. Looks like they're at least trying, which is always great to see. Kind of liking that in the second game. Jeff now looks like he's AFK in the defense, while Cruzian is going for a shot, and he's getting a really nice touch there off the wall. Fortunately, Jeff was AFK.
Yeah, the tiny little tap off his back, and he jumps off, flicks it back in. No chance there for the defense do anything about it. I mean, Hebo was coming across, but just a little bit too slow to do anything meaningful with it. Yeah, 1-0 to the team that was 2-3 starting. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just the irony that Hold My Beer is getting scored on because one player was AFK. Fibo! There we go. Fibo slowly waking up, it looks like. Great attempt there from him. Almost redirecting that with a backflip. The bicycle hit. But Gamer Instincts just pressuring them. Every time they're in front of the net, they're at least somewhat dangerous. That's
Nice.
definitely an improvement on the side of Gamer Instinct.
Cupcake's going to bash Heber out of the way, try and take it round. Heber met by Jeff. Jeff's going to now take it up the far end. Fibo on the connection. Nobody from Gamer Instinct going to do anything about it. Cupcake finally comes out of net. Does enough to off-put Heber. Cruising now, nice and early and high. He's going to get a free touch. But
no way!
Cruising in the second of the game. Beautiful shot. He's coming out huge in this match.
Oh, that was just perfect placement from him. Dropping down onto that hit. But also, what an awkward touch there from the Hold My Beer defense. That should never happen. I mean, Cruising could just connect to it because they just lofted it up for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fibo off the shot, but Mindkiller underneath getting that small touch that he needed to put it to the side. Two players from Game Instincts are off the wall. At least they were not double committing, but leaves Jeff with an open net there. If he can get the shot, Fibo comes in, but Cruzian once more getting the save. It looks like Game Instincts figure out both offense and defense, and it paid out for him. 2-0, 2 minutes 13 left, and Hold My Beer is definitely on the line right now. Otherwise, they're out of the qualifier.
Yep, out of the qualifier, still through to tomorrow. But I think they would just have so much to go away and work on. At least Game Instinct seem to be doing that in between games, but not looking good for Hold My Beer at this stage. 2-0 down. Game Instinct's, some of their members really showing up, Cruising especially. Coming off the early hits, getting a ton of pressure from really awkward places. But we'll see if Hold My Beer can actually come out with something. I'm sort of quietly hoping we can get a more even final game. But it's great to see Gamer Instincts coming up big with some of these plays.
Yeah, but I also want to mention that Gamer Instincts look like they somewhat place their shots better and better the more they play. Jeff now with a great shot. That should be in. Mindkiller is not getting to it in time. And all of a sudden, Jeff is getting a shot midfield. Look at that. He even hit it from his own half. And nobody on the side of Gamer Instincts would back
Open
to
goal.
possess that one. Yeah, it was an open goal. And Jeff took the opportunity and scored it. So good on him.
Fair enough. I mean, that situation should never have arisen. Like, that was actually quite a weak shot, really. It was on target, though, which I guess goes to show, as per usual, that getting something on target is more important.
Oh my god, that was so good. Heba and Fibo having a passing play as well. Sorry for interrupting you there, but that was worth mentioning after all what we've seen from Hold My Beer. They finally start doing some passing plays, but it might be too late. 55 seconds to go. GI on the offense once more. All 3 players are now up, and that is an open net for Jeff, but he misses it! How is that not a goal?
Goodness sakes, Jeff. Come on, you gotta know at this point, 40 seconds to go, you gotta count. I mean, they have turned up the heat, Holmberg have. And they're desperately trying to get it past this defense. It is rotating okay now that they're in their own half. They seem to struggle a little bit when the passage switched sides quickly. But Hevel's going to try and take a middle. Cruising is going to take it out though. And with 17 seconds to go, is that the end of it for Holmberg today?
That surely looks like it. Mine Killer also getting a wide clear, putting it into the corner. You should have probably just kept it to it by yourself. But he's getting another touch, and that is definitely going to be Holmberg being out of the qualifier. And Gamer Instincts stepped up their game and made it into the finals.
Yeah, great show of force from Gamer Instincts. I mean, they're definitely one of the better teams now, I think, going forwards. I did reckon Holmberg was going to win this one, but I'm glad to be proven wrong.
That
Great
is true.
showing from Gamer Instincts. And yeah, we'll have to see whether Fever and his chaps can come back tomorrow with a fresh mind and figure out a way of improving from their mistakes.
Yeah, that is... I 100% agree with you, but now that we are going to see the finals after a short break between Grand Flame, which had a tough fight versus No, and Gamer Instincts, which I see on top in this matchup though. I mean, keep in mind, it's not really... The win doesn't do anything besides you having better odds in the tomorrow's Community Cup. But it's still something, right? You basically win a tournament, so they should have all the intentions to do well on this one. But anyway, it's going to be between Gamer Instincts and Grand Flame. I think we'll just head into break right now, just a couple minutes, giving the players from Gamer Instincts a short break, and also giving everyone else a chance to grab something to eat, get a short, I don't know, go to the loo, get something to drink, whatever pleases you, whatever hypes you up for the final. But yeah, that is that for us for a couple minutes. We see you right after the break.
trailed in the mountains just to find the loudest tears. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are back once again. And this time, it's going to be the last match of the day. It's going to be the finals of the Community Cup number 6 qualifiers between Gamer Instincts and Grand Flame. Granny, are you here?
I am, yeah.
Nice. So, predictions. What do you think? Also in the chat, what do you guys think? Who's going to take away the finals of the qualifier and gets the best seating possible in the upcoming main event tomorrow?
Gamer Instincts.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
Grand
just
Flame,
simply put, but yeah.
I mean, if I look at the last match between Grand Flame and No, look like Pika Lulu and Edigary. Yeah, no. I'm just recapping. So, looked like they had some issues. They turned out to be the winner of the semifinals, but Gamer Instincts, they just look to be overall a better performing team in every aspect. So, would be interesting to see if Lulu and Pika both can step up the game. Edigary turned out to be a really good player, and he definitely helped Grand Flame securing their way into the finals. But overall, I see Game Instincts on top as well.
Yeah, it certainly felt like Gamer Instincts were more aware of their team during those last few matches. Unlike most of the gameplay we've seen today, which has been very hit it and hope. A lot of double committing on both sides of the field. So, I mean, it's nice to finally see one of the teams sort of sticking their finger out, actually getting something done, and hooking themselves up with their connecting plays.
That is definitely true. And I think we're not going to let you guys wait any longer. Looks like all the players from Gamer Instincts are in here. We've also seen Pika, Lulu,
And exactly, we're missing one person.
We're missing one player. Whoops, my bad. There's so many people in the spectating spot right now. It's really hard to tell in here and who's missing. So it looks like we're missing. What's his name again? Sorry, got his name. Damn. Edigary. Yeah.
That's the one.
So looks like we're missing Edigary. Pretty sure he should join any moment, or maybe he has issues with crossplay once more because Rocket League seems to be getting buggy every update, or even more buggy every update. So,
well, the game's getting more complicated every update. We're going to start this Avian as soon as the last player has joined. We're waiting on one dude from PS4 to come and join the lobby to finish off the Grand Flame side, I believe. We've got everyone from Gamer Instincts, guys, we saw just in this last match, the semi-finals. So hopefully it won't take too long. I'll just see whether we got moderators. I think the moderators are on the case, trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Until
definitely. Oh, until then, yeah, go on. Oh, until then, we're sitting. You're trapped with us, talking.
somebody has not enabled crossplay. That
Ooh,
is
that
our
is
issue.
unfortunate. So it looks like we have to remake the lobby. I'll just preemptively leave it.
Yeah.
So shall everyone.
I was going to triple check that, of course, I haven't done that. Enable cross network play. Tick.
Well, you're not
Yep,
creating
I've
the
got
lobby,
mine.
so
Oh, is it the lobby creator that?
the lobby
Uh,
creator has to enable cross-network play.
Are you
Otherwise,
sure it's not just any player that joins the lobby?
well, we've seen. I mean, you've you've been in the lobby with Gamer Instincts and Grand Flame before, and it wasn't an issue. So I don't think your option affects it as well, since it's not your lobby. Quite
Right,
sure
but I've got it enabled. So, I mean, if somebody in the lobby does not have it, I think that prevents anyone from
Yeah,
joining.
but I think it was like the same people that have been in the lobby with Grand Flame before. I don't. It wouldn't make sense if one dude doesn't have it enabled.
Well, if anyone from Gamer Instincts has it disabled, and they've joined the lobby ahead of the Grand Flame guys, possible.
Maybe
those
I'm
two
not
haven't met
sure
each
how it
other now.
works. I'm not sure how it works. So maybe everyone should make sure to have it enabled anyway.
I mean, it's a cross-network tournament. I mean, they should have it enabled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just waiting on the lobby deeds right now.
Yes, hopefully somebody can manage to rustle that up quickly enough. What am I being pinged for? Cross-network play is not permitted. Ah, yes. So the guy in Discord's deciding to ping us around, saying that he can't get in. There we go. Lobby deets. At last. Hopefully we can get those in and get the teams in there as well soon enough. You know, I've been trying some of these. Have you tried any of the workshop maps lately? There's some really good workshop maps coming out.
Really, I had a couple of workshops maps before where it was like aerial control maps basically, because that was what I was lacking.
Right.
But there are a couple of I've seen a couple of them on Johnny Boy's stream.
Yeah, the dribbling challenge. That's the one I've got open right now. It is
think
actually
that's-
nuts. It is so
Yeah.
difficult. And then
And
there's like
dribbling-
Scrub Killer who finished it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, obviously, Scrub Killer, the prodigy. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple of things that I need to improve, and workshop maps are a great way of doing it. I didn't even know they existed until like 1 or 2 months ago, and I was playing
Yeah.
this game already for 1,000 hours almost.
Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 hours. I'm very close as well.
Yeah, I have on this account I have 1,126 hours already. Didn't notice.
And
I mean, a
you've got
couple
an
of them
alt.
are probably. Yeah, I have an old account. I'm playing with Vikaru. Like, I need an old account.
That's rubbish. Vikaru's a great player.
Nah. Yeah, and I know he's a great player, but he's also like we're just playing on old accounts to try stuff. I definitely don't want to be like super aggressive and trying out stuff during the game when I'm on my main, because it's like we want to get the best results, right? So an old
Only
account
if
makes
you play
sense.
ranked. And if you play ranked, I mean, that's what the casuals are for.
Nah, casuals are bad, because at least in ranked, people are not just leaving when you do well or when they like randomly have to leave. I don't like this aspect. And also in casuals, it's not given that players give their best. They're probably just messing around or whatever.
I haven't found that personally, but I'm sure that's
It's
reason
personal
enough.
difference.
Yeah. No, these things are ridiculous to try and complete. And are you joining the lobby?
Oh, is he in?
We've got the details. I did say. Yeah, we've got the
Oh
details.
yeah,
in the chat.
sorry, I was talking to you. Not really.
I was like,
not
hey, I
really.
thought I've been this workshop map for like a few seconds. Now I'm on to like level 5.
Okay. Yeah, just let me fix that real quick.
Cheers. That would be good. Let me get this grand final underway.
Okay, looks like we're in it to win it.
No, we're not. We're here to cast it, man. Someone
We're
else is in
winning.
it to win it.
No, we're winning the hearts. US. Right? Right? Probably not. Anyway, get
Probably
the
not
teams
at this
in.
point,
Just
no.
get it going. It's the final.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Everyone's here.
Mistakes are human. It happens.
Let's go. Go into
All right.
spectate mode.
Oh, we have no moderator in here, so we'll just give them a go. Anyway, teams are joining. Perfect. So this will be the last matchup of the day between Gamer Instincts and Grand Flame. The qualifiers final. Pika now complaining about ping.
Yep, Mindkiller's had that all day. So no worry. So this is still best of 3. Tomorrow's final will probably be best of 5. But again,
Definitely
this
will
is
be.
just the difference between number 1 seed and number 2 seed. That is it. That's all they're fighting for at this stage. That and just knowing what the other team's like. I'm sure it will be quite important. They'll be met by 6 other teams that they may or may not have played with.
Oh, what? Kafkas with
Interesting
an
start.
almost amazing shot there. I don't even know how that happened. Didn't like it was like 5 players going up for the same ball almost. Somewhat he got a good touch. But anyway, Gamer Instincts starting off really strong right now. Definitely winning the first 30 seconds of the game. Looks like Pika now finally getting a wide clear there, and Cruisin has to get it. That was a dreadful clear from him, but Cruisin is there once more. It's not over yet. Lulu comes in, and there we go. Grand Flame, despite giving up the first few seconds of the match, coming out on top.
Yep, Lulu with a... he almost didn't quite get his nose down far enough to get that in the end. But he manages it, flies across from all the way in the midfield, and gets his team a 1-0 lead. Which, we were saying Games Instinct looked stronger going into this. They're trying desperately to prove us wrong, which, I mean, props to them. We're more than happy to be proven wrong if they can come out and give us a better game to cast with, so... Congratulations to Lulu. And hopefully they can continue that kind of play.
Exactly. So maybe they had a bit of a sit down and were talking about the previous mistakes that they were doing, but it looks like Grand Flame is definitely playing better right now, given the short time that we were able to analyze what they were doing. Pika, wide clear there, but it ends up just giving ball possession to Gamer Instincts right away. Just a continuous trend of hitting the ball. That's all that is. Cruising with a good shot now, but Lulu is there, right in front of him, and the ball is going nowhere.
No, this is dangerous here from Gaming Instinct. They were so committed up front, leaving their net quite wide open, desperately rushing back to get boosted in the corners. Fortunately, on the other side, Orange team not unable to pressure in as well as they could have done, given how far people were from their respective and needed positions. In the end, no harm, no foul. Still 1-0. Lulu, the previous goal scorer, is going to try and take it out. Met by Mindkiller. Gary now got space and time. Being chased down by 2 members of Gamer's Instinct. Great 50-50 on the side. Going to ping it center. Nobody's there. Shy playing very defensively.
Yeah, lots of misses now on both sides.
Uh-oh.
Mindkiller with a really
That's
good
in.
touch that is surely going to be in. Gamer Instincts now. We just barely crossed the first half of the first match of the finals. And there we go, the equalizer from Mindkiller with a great touchdown in the midfield, completely taken off Lulu out of the play. And Gary, no chance of coming back. He probably should have anticipated that a bit earlier. But once Mindkiller got that touch, it was too late.
Yep, that extra touch enough to tip it away. I think it might have still gone in anyway. It would have been a close one. But definitely well done to follow it up. Much needed.
Okay.
Pinching it. Getting a second touch. Actually, that's a great setup. Getting those. I'm not sure he entirely anticipated to get that second one. But still, an awkward hit. He's still going to try and keep it center. Pika trying to get the clear. That's going to be met on the wall by Mindkiller. Again, a weak hit. He's going to try and get second touch, which he does, but Gary's there. As is Pika and Lulu. Everyone crowding into the... But Cruisin's not in a place to be able to contest this hit. In fact, that's a great pass center.
Ooh,
Surely Lulu
there we
finished
go.
it. And that's going to be 2-1.
Yeah, Lulu once more being on the end of that amazing pass there from Gary. That was a great hit, and Mindkiller completely caught off guard there, not expecting that pinch pass at all. And also a great read there from Lulu. This is the Grand Flame. I mean, the players from Grand Flame that we used to see and that we used to know, right? That is what they've been doing in the previous tournaments. I'm glad to see that they kind of found their way back into the game and woken up. So even more to come, I think. 1 minute and 17 to go. Edigary with another great save. He's been a real powerhouse on this Grand Flame during the previous games.
Yep, they certainly carry them on their back to get to this point, that's for sure. And finally, some of the members are actually stepping up to try and improve that. Lulu being the main one, as he reads that beautifully from the side. I mean, it was a reasonable clearance. Crucian straight up missing it.
Oh,
and I don't know whether he ran out of boost or what. But that was a really easy hit in the end for Lulu. But well done for him for getting in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Lulu coming out on top of this game. It's great to see that only Edigary is carrying this team, but now Lulu is showing up. Yet another... it's not the best clear / shot for Edigary, getting yet another great pass into the center using the wall right there. Cupcase getting a reasonable hit there, completely taken Pika out of the play. Lulu is on the wall already, prepared and waiting. Edigary versus Crucian now up in the air, but Edigary is showing his superiority. Yet again, Lulu at least trying to control the ball a bit more, and not just randomly hitting it to the side of Gamer Instincts.
Yeah, that was one of the major things that we noticed in previous matches. Just the lack of meaning to some of their plays. I mean, they can hit it towards net sometimes, but I mean, if they've got nobody to follow it up, it's kind of useless. It looks like with a bit of passing between them, they've actually managed to pull out and get this game won. Which, again, nice to prove us wrong.
I mean, we talked about how Gamer Instincts play well together, but now Grand Flame is showing that they're an actual team. So, yeah, might be... I mean, if Gamer Instincts figuring out how Grand Flame plays, maybe that's the reason. Because we know that Gamer Instincts took a long way themselves, or a long time themselves before waking up, so maybe they just need to adapt to the playstyle that Grand Flame has.
I mean, I have seen some very basic things that Game Instincts can improve going to Game 2, which hopefully they've managed to see themselves. Is that when they go into defense, there isn't much of a back post rotation going on. It's always flying into the middle of the net and then trying to turn, which, I mean, it bit them in the butt from that really good pass in the corner there, which resulted in Lulu hitting it top left. It just means that if you're not at that back post ready to go forward, instead of being in the middle of the net sort of floundering around, you're just not able to react to anything in time, which they were caught out a good couple of times in this match. So we'll see if they've noticed that themselves. If they don't, I'm sure I'll point it out, hopefully going forwards. And this is, as I said, best of 3, so they are now on match point, technically, for the Pika, Lulu, and Edigary side.
Yeah, that is true, and interesting to see if we now see a double commit on the kickoff. Probably not. Hopefully one guy's cheating up, one guy is going for boost. Instead, Game Instincts go for that really defensive positioning with one guy in the back, the other one going for boost. Mindkiller now has to get a touch into it, because Edigary is already there contesting it. Crucian gets the follow-up clear. Straight towards Pika. Pika smartly waiting there, but in the end positioned himself really awkwardly. Cupcase now comes in, great 50-50, trying to get it into center. But nobody's really there. That gives Lulu a good opportunity to not only clear it, but shoot it towards the net. Great pass there to Pika. But Mindkiller is there once more, and Cupcase was already waiting on the line as well, so very unlikely that it would go in. Crucian now missing. Cupcase as well. Edigary comes in, gets it towards the net, but Mindkiller is there, gets a wide clear. Can he follow it up himself? He's trying to, but Lulu gets the save just in the very last second.
Yeah, a dunk that did not go towards goal. A very good pinch in the air. Enough to take it away anyway. I mean, Cupcase is going to turn it right around here. Get another pinch from the defense. Mindkiller's going to keep it up in that half, cruising. Trying to find a way in. Edigary actually positioned himself towards the front post, but thankfully him went straight past. That was a bit of a rocket off the side. Flying about. No one getting a
Oh,
shot on
no.
net until that one. Mind Killer finishing it off. 3:30
Yeah.
to go.
And that was a major flaw in the defense. All three players going up. And Lulu, the one with the worst position there, is getting the touch, ends up passing it to Mindkiller, and he just has to tap it in. So, definitely a different team that we see in the first game from Grand Flame all of a sudden. And GI looks way more confident now in what they do.
Yep. Hitting it center, trying to get the angles. Actually covering themselves a bit in the midfield, having someone there waiting. In fact, that's going to be very close. Not
Oh.
quite. Lulu managing to awkward clear from his own side after flying down from the goalpost. But now it returns to ping pong. Two members of both teams going for that one. That's a good hit from Cruzian. Is that going to go in? Not quite, but it's going to leave it to Kupka's goal line save from Pika. I mean, it was going very slow at that point, but he just happened to be in the right place at the right time to get that out.
Oh
Is that a shot
no.
opportunity? Not quite. Bumping each other as they went up.
Yeah, but Gamer Instinct's defensive side also looks like they keep losing their minds from time to time. Like you've seen, I think Cruzian and Mindkiller both going up for the same aerial, ends up blocking each other process. So that's probably not what you want to do. Double commit the side of Gamer Instincts as well with Cupcas and Cruzian. Lulu getting a really wide clear, and that should be a counter-attack for Grand Flame. Mindkiller gets a reasonable touch, follows up himself, but just drops it center to Edegary there, midfield. Cruzian coming in, not a good clear on his side as well. Edegary winning the 50-50 versus two Gamer Instincts guys. They just clear it out, but Grand Flame still has ball possession. No, Pika just giving it up for some reason. That is a widely exposed net if it gets on target. Cruzian really just has to go for it. What a weak shot. I'm not even sure how you do that. I think it's harder to get such a weak shot instead of just hitting it.
Wow. And that's going to go straight up. Oh, great 50-50. Can they get it? Yes, Edegary squeezes it past at the back post. Leveling it up. Pika actually well followed around. Really felt like Cruzian should have done a better job there. Michael almost getting it. Maybe with lesser ping, he might have been able to do something with it. In the end, the equalizer comes through.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we see equalizer there from Gamer Instincts, despite Grand Flame being a better team. But it doesn't really matter if you do one mistake.
Ooh, Edegary. No! They both looked at it. They're both watching it. Neither of them, they were stretching out arms and legs like, come on, get the touch. Any touch would have done. They didn't quite make it. Pika sending it really long. Baiting out Mindkiller for going for it. Lulu, is he going to try and get it center? Nope, Mindkiller takes center himself. In the end, a good little setup between him and Cupcase. Lulu's going to collect it, though, in the midfield. Not going to do anything with it. Cupcase with a chance to get it forward, didn't quite make it. Mindkiller breaking up the rotation for his own team, leaving him completely open. Cruzian having to make him awkward and hit out the side. A lot of pressure coming on.
Yeah, all of a sudden Grand Flame were probably enabled by that one goal. 40 seconds left. Keep in mind, if they win this game, they win the series and they win the finals as well. Definitely in the interest to go for it. Edegary getting a great aerial again. Can he follow it up? Ah, he probably wasn't really going for it. He had no boost.
Yeah.
Really awkward spot. Lulu, Edegary both in the same corner now. Great touch there from Lulu, controlling it, winning the 50-50 as well, grabbing the boost, so Cupcase has none. And even following up his own setup, but unfortunately doesn't quite connect to it. Edegary is a bit left alone there in the half of Gamer Instincts, who slowly creeped up to help him. Oh, that is a good touch there! And that is going to be an Edegary with a calculated shot.
Yeah, not quite so sure on that one. That's like the kickoff goal we saw earlier. Just perfect placement. Off the cars, pinched up into the ceiling. No chance for anyone really to do anything about it. Like, if you didn't get it on that initial bounce, you're pretty screwed at that point. But, I mean, this means 9 seconds. Game Instincts has to get something here. Oh, almost going to squeeze past Lulu. 4 seconds. And I think take the top seed. Yes! Grand Flame take the top seed in the qualifiers for Community Cup number 6. Congratulations to those guys.
We were completely wrong with our predictions, and Grand Flame not only winning the series here, but also swiping Gamer Instincts with a 2-0 win. So I guess they heard us and wanted to prove us wrong, which they did. So good on you guys. Well played to Grand Flame, and you're definitely having the best odds out of all the people that made it into the main event tomorrow, because they made it to the top 6 in this qualifier. So good on you guys. And I think there's not much left to say. Grand Flame managed to win. Also, good on Gamer Instincts. They definitely have a better shot tomorrow as well. But anyway, I think that is it from us. So huge thanks to all the people in the background. Thanks to Godfather Shanker for being our streamer for today. Also, huge shout out to Ace, EV, I never pronounced this guy's name on stream, did I?
2 years later.
2 years later, it's Nishkaha. I don't even know. I'll leave it that way. I'm sorry, dude, if I mispronounced your name. Huge shout out to Cupid as well for being a helpful force. And Guacamole, obviously, who organized everything. And also, huge thanks to all the viewers that stayed with us until now and have been there during the qualifier. But I think that is about it. Do you want to add something?
No, I think that's pretty much it from me. I mean, we're going to have hopefully a bit more an exploitive tournament tomorrow. It has been some lower level teams today, and we've tried to keep it up as much as possible. But yeah, Community Cup number 6 is coming on strong, and tomorrow we'll see some of the best teams in this region battling it out for the prize money. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Also, make sure you tune in tomorrow, because there will be a giveaway. The winner will be announced after the stream, or at the end of the stream. And you can win a black market decal simply by being in the chat and typing !giveaway once. That's important. When you spam it, it only results in disqualification. Yeah. So you probably don't want to do this. But anyway, see you guys tomorrow. I think it will be around the same time. If you want to get further details, further info, you can get that on the Rocket League India website.
Discord.
That, also on the Discord, obviously. If you didn't join it yet, make sure you're going to join this awesome community. There's also tournament support. So if you have questions about the tournament or want to ask the community something, you can do that over there. If you didn't do it yet, follow their Twitch as well. And if you have some spare money, you can donate or subscribe to this awesome Twitch channel, because there will be more tournaments and more content to come in the future. So that's it, I think. So my name's Flame Bastard.
And I'm Granny.
And we're out of here. See ya, guys.
Show me all the places I've never known. The world chase the night. Race all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly. We'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly. Yeah.